Hey, what's up, ecosystem? Welcome back to ATI Auto Business. My name is Jay. You know, my goal every Tuesday night is to bring you another trade show level business presentation to you wherever you are, because your automotive business deserves the latest in logistics news. And if you're busy, and I know you are, in a moment, I'm going to let you know what's going to be happening tonight with the Welcome Show lineup. And if you're watching on demand, you can skip ahead using the clickable video time code links in the description below. Please do use those. Tell your friends. Remember to like, share, comment. Thanks for watching ATI. Auctions, dealers, brokers, carriers, repo, recon, tech companies, consigners. What did you know about a year ago that others in automotive are just finding out now? Is it OEM versus dealer? The war of the auctions? New vehicle acquisition strategies? Auto transport software 2.0? Or something else? Please join the live chat. It's no holds barred. It's the last show of the year. Plus, Thompson is in the building, so please join the live chat, ask your questions, share your thoughts, grow your business, break out of your vertical. Because it's Tuesday nights live on ATI Auto Business. My name is Jay. I'm your host. Welcome back to the show. How's everybody doing tonight? Tuesday night, the last Tuesday night of the year. Thank you so much for taking the time. Hopefully you're still enjoying an extended holiday weekend, weekday, weeknight. So we're here, together, right? Captain Obvious is in the house. We're going to go into the live chat and industry news. And we've got Ty. It's going to be another Jay and Ty show to round out the year. If you're watching on demand and you can click those time codes, awesome. Use those. Skip ahead. You could watch this show in about 30 seconds if you're creative. But if you're here tonight, I want you to feel welcome. And please do say hello. Jump into the live chat. The live chat is for fun and it's free advertising all night long in the live chat. So, list your company, your email, your website, your phone number. What are you looking for? What are your hopes and dreams? Whether you want to share, positivity or negativity. It's all welcome here on ATI because we're keeping it real. We got industry news and we got some more controversial, I don't know what's happening. We're going to add Ty Thompson and, because I was thinking, as I'm preparing the show, Tuesday is show preparation day, all day long. And as I'm putting it together, I'm reading news and I'm working on the show and I'm like, but what makes it different? Why? Why even bother? Why tune in? Especially if it's just going to be one big infomercial, Jay. Well, yeah, no, we're going to keep it real. We got some stuff you won't see on other channels. I'm pretty sure. So do me a favor. Go ahead and jump in. Don't forget. Please do. You can click share, click copy, grab that YouTube link. You can leave a like. I know there's one laying around here somewhere. Maybe it was stuck in the stocking. But do leave a like. Thank you so much for doing that. And if you just don't know and you need another second opinion, even if it's Christmas Eve, 417-483-2764. That's Ty's number. You can call him, you can text him. He's in here as well. It's going to be a bit squirrely, and that's the promise. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not just going to do any old recap. We're going to do a squirrely recap. This is Auto Transport, and you get what you pay for. So if you're here with us, that's awesome. Stick around. We'll be right back after this into the live chat. Please say hello.
Everybody wants to be part of a bigger story. Auto Transport is a vital part of that story. Vehicle reconditioning starts when your transport arrives at the dealership. The story starts with you. For our auto retail customers, as yours, full satisfaction.
McCollister's has been around for over 76 years, and we're known as providing our customers with high-level, white-glove, concierge-style services. We provide our customers solutions in both transportation, logistics, and warehousing.
We take a very different approach than most auto logistics companies. Our approach is one of being consultative and adaptive to the auto industry. Our approach saves time and money while providing tangible data, which helps improve processes.
McCollister's offers a unique tech solution, which we call our AutoVista portal. It's a cloud-based solution. It provides the ability for our dealership partners to access it using any device they want whenever they need.
Most auto logistics companies just want to deliver your car. We want to do more than that. All of those measurements that are important to you to run your business and understand where your costs are, McCollister's AutoVista technology supports that.
It's a car shipping data performance management tool. That's why car dealers love AutoVista Portal by McCollister's Transportation. Find out what you're missing. Visit McCollisters.com. Links in the live chat. Website, email, phone number. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's go into the live chat. Let's say hello now. We got a drum roll up in here. What? Ooh. Nice. Nice. Thank you so much for saying hello and jumping into the live chat. Let me back this up to the top. You're seeing the current live chat on your screen. Go ahead and please add whatever you've got to add. It's because anyone that watches this on demand, they're going to see that. It's in their face. Say whatever you need to say. Ty, Cars on the Move, ATI, the Car Shipping Business Channel in here first. What's up, Ty? Looking forward to tonight's show. Ty gives me the pep talk in the morning, Kind of, loosen up the, I don't know, get the blood flowing again after the weekend. Because weekends are still a thing. Do we still have weekends? They haven't taken those away yet? Okay, good. Seaport Service ATI for President. Candy is here. Yep, Seaport Service was last week. That was a great show. Kimberly is here. Welcome to Tuesday Nights Live. We're happy you could join us. We sure are. So please do say hello. Say whatever you want. And if you're on demand, put it in the comments or you can send an email. Here, let's do this. We're going to leave. We've got, what do we have? The information that you can call or text Ty, 417-483-2764. You can send in the news. Send it to autotransportintel@gmail.com. It won't make the news tonight, but, if you've got something to share. Or you want to talk about a show, still have a few open slots in early January. Booking and scheduling, that's, around the holidays it is the craziest time. And that's why I say, if you're here with us, thank you. Thanks for joining ATI during your holiday break. I really appreciate that. This is a family show. Roberto Hernandez is here. What's going on? Roberto Hernandez, Black Widow Imaging. Black Widow Imaging in the house in the live chat. What's going on, Roberto? Joe at Car Shipper. Howdy, everyone. So, all right, we have another tech company in the live chat. Let's do that again. Let's see. If you're a carrier, if you're a broker, you can put it in all caps if you're in the live chat. I'm a carrier, I'm a broker, I'm a tech company, I'm a shipper, I'm a dealer, I work at an auction. It's, I don't know who's keeping track, but it's fun. Can be, allegedly fun. Mark Grodicke here. Hey, what's up, Mark? Allegedly fun Grodicke is in the house. Really? I gotta restart my phone to get Mark an applause? I'll wait. This is, Have you seen what's happened to the internet? Oh my gosh. Is it slow? Is it slow for everybody or just me? Okay. Just you, Jake. That was a long way around the tree. Hey, Douglas M. Good evening, all. No holiday for me. Step out, moving campers to the port tomorrow. Wow. Yeah, no, I hear you. Okay, well, Douglas, listen, we understand. That's logistics, man. So keep us posted. I see several interactions in the live chat. That's awesome. Thanks for letting us know that, and best of luck on your day tomorrow. And anything that we can do to help make that better, that's what we're here for. That's what ATI is. I think it's in our mission statement. National Car Shipping. Hello, Justin from National here. Hey, Justin, thank you for saying hello, reminding me, of the deets. Justin from National. Awesome. I know Justin's a broker, right? Am I right about that? Pretty sure. Mark is tech. I'll do it. Ty is with ATI. Candy is ports. Roberto is tech. Car Shipper tech. Mark is tech. Wow, that's 3 for tech. Douglas is, I'm going to say carrier, national broker. Dalmac in the house. No, I didn't. Was too busy with the family. Well, that's good. You got some family time, and that's good. Okay, yeah, here, I want to share the link to the port show in case nobody has already done that. This is the port, ATI port show link. There we go. That was a great show. Wow. That was mind-blowing, actually. It was great stuff. And a cool community over there that Candy's in touch with. In fact, I think what we learned is if you have any question, nationwide, port-wide, there's a really good chance that you could throw a rock and get a pretty good answer from Candy. So there we go. I used to haul containers, so nothing will surprise me. And Chris Chamberlain is here. What's up? Last one for the year. 2023 is going to be, I don't know. I think the main consensus is that there may or may not be a recession, and because of the Twitter files, you won't get banned if you talk about it. So you can now we might have freedom of speech again. We might. And that would actually, Ty, that would explain why I rolled that video about China and didn't get demonetized. We might know why now. I'm just speculating. Somebody's like, really? You guys did that? Yeah, man, this is ATI. Come on, man. Douglas used to work that port hauling containers. Tony Allen, hey, what's up? Tony Allen is here. Cool, man. Thanks for saying hello in the live chat. Ty is saving souls live. Yes, broker. A lot of old leads are stranded and not getting picked up. Thank you for that. See, and actually, that doesn't surprise. That's what, it's interesting you say old leads. I like the clarification. But what Ty and I have been talking about, like we've been saying it, like openly, is that when consigners start having trouble getting their cars moved, then that'll be interesting. And you heard it here first. You're not going to hear that. Nobody's going to say that. Come on, man. Oh, shoot. Can't talk like that. This is auto transport. Nobody's going to put on Central, reference ID, wait till you can't get your car moved. 274. Yeah, hashtag Twitter files. 274. All right, cool. Hey, that was fun. Wow, that moved quick. I'm so sorry I think we're a little behind schedule. That's all right. And industry news is going to get weird. The whole thing's going to get strange. We're going into 2023. Do not read about Nostradamus. Don't do that. We'll be right back.
Transport Auto Quoter is by far the leading auto quoting software on the market and the only auto quoter with a pro version that comes preset with accurate pricing for anywhere in the U.S. So you don't have to worry about it. The best part is that no change with your current software is needed. Just plug TAQ in and start booking jobs. Carriers can easily plug TAQ into their current websites and start making money right away. I bet you're wondering how we do this instantly and accurately 24/7. Well, constant analytics is the key. Our Price Watch team is constantly monitoring current market conditions, paying close attention to seasonal and quick-moving industry changes. At the end of the day, it takes a lot of time and data to maintain good pricing, time that most of us just don't have on a daily basis. So free yourself up. Using TAQ Pro is really a no-brainer. Save time and money, maximizing your leads and optimizing your online investments. You'll finally be able to sleep well at night knowing that TAQ is on the job selling for you 24/7. Never missing a potential job.
Are you searching for that midnight auto shipping quote and new lead software you can trust? Provide instant, accurate quotes online with Transport Auto Quoter and move cars fast with Pro ABD CRM. Visit superflowsystems.com. Mark is in the live chat. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that, buddy. Awesome. Making martinis in the live chat with Mark at Superflow Systems. Looking forward to a great 2023 with ATI. Thank you so much, Mark. We're hoping that's the case. Meaning, well, let me say it this way. 2023 is going to be a bigger year than 2022 for ATI. That I'm almost positive of that, because 2022 was so big that 2023 literally has to be bigger, unless we just unplug all the equipment. But here we go. All right, let's do this. Ty, you're moments away. Yeah, you're good. Ty is moments away. Ty is going to join me for industry news. Hey, what's up? Auto Transport, everything you need to know. Ty, send an email with a link to the dash camera footage for Thursday's show, Crash at Mannheim. Thanks, Douglas. Appreciate that. Ty is about to join me because we're going to do something we've never done before. I don't think Ty has ever joined me for industry news live, so here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please do help me wish a warm holiday welcome to your friend and mine, Ty Thompson. Ty.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. It was a long weekend, so I mean, I didn't think about the show that much. I thought about it quite a bit before the weekend, right?
Yeah,
and then,
that would make sense. Once the weekend rolls around, it's like,
I mean, it was Christmas and all that stuff, and but I think when I was celebrating Christmas, I thought about the community a little bit.
Yeah.
Right on that, because it's Christmas Day, and it's family, and community is an extension of family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that, especially our community. ATI's community is definitely extended family.
That's the thing. When I opened your email, I was like, whoa. Why don't you tee up your email for us for a second and say hello?
Yeah, the email. Well, if anybody doesn't know, I'm Ty, transport guy, usually hanging out in a transport parking lot. ATI, we do Cars on the Move on Friday. If you call Ty, 417-483-2764, I might be able to at least point you in the right direction. Definitely wouldn't tell you I have all the answers. But so it was Christmas Eve. This is a real story. This really happened, okay? Because of this show, ATI. It's Christmas Eve. It's 10:14 p.m. Okay, Santa's got to be getting close at 10:14 p.m. I'm looking at my phone. I get a phone call at 10:14 p.m. on Christmas Eve from a 202 area code, which is Washington, D.C., right? So I'm thinking for sure it's got to be the FBI, Twitter files. I've gone just like crazy now that Twitter, you can talk again. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to answer it. Who would answer their phone on Christmas Eve at 10:14 p.m. from a 202 area code? I will. Hey, buddy, are you ready logistics? This is the phone call. Are you ready logistics? No. Well, my buddy gave me your number and said you're ready logistics. I need some help. 10/14, Christmas Eve. I need help. Are you guys hearing this story? Is anybody else wondering what's going on here?
What?
What is that? Right? So I'm like, well, I don't know who your friend is. I definitely don't know you, and I'm definitely not ready logistics. And I didn't say this part out loud, but I know if somebody's calling at 10:14 p.m. on Christmas Eve, they definitely don't want a lecture from me right now about how to own their own business. So I just let it go. Like, good luck, buddy. Hang up the phone. Send Jay an email. I just like a reminder, like, you got to hear this story. So send Jay the email. Now we're talking about the story. What happened? What this guy? Who was this guy? What was he doing? I'm sure you want to know, don't you, Jay?
Oh yeah, no, I really do. I don't, and I don't as of right now, because I told you don't tell me. I don't know what you're going to tell me. No idea.
Right. Well, I was really reluctant to call back. I wanted to give the guy a couple days, calm down, figure out what was going on. And I thought, well, I'll just call him back today. So you and I hung up the phone. I called him back about 30 minutes ago. Hey, I talked to you. Yeah. What are you doing? Well, I got a 3500 and a one-car trailer, and I got this much insurance. It cost me $1,300 a month. My truck payment's this much. He's telling me this stuff, right? And I'm like, okay, well, how many cars can you haul? One. Okay, no, I've dealt with that. We can make it work. Do you live in a big city? No. I'm an hour and a half away from the nearest big city. Do you have a dealership in your city where you live? Like a Ford, Chevy, Dodge, maybe? No, we got a little small Chevy store. Wow, okay. So the conversation just keeps going, and you just keep getting more and more sad, or I do, because if you start listening to, okay, you have your own authority, you have your own insurance, how are you getting your work one car at a time work? How you doing that? And it was really good dialogue, right? Back and forth, because at the end of it, I told the guy, I said, you know, there are times when it might be better to just stop. Just take a break. What else can you do to make money? Then you get into that conversation, which is really a good conversation because, I mean, Jay, I tell Jay these stories all the time. I'm the guy that gets the call at 10:14 p.m. on Christmas Eve, and I'm the guy that answers the phone. That's weird, but where I'm going with this is car hauling's not an easy business. And if you listen to this guy's story and you start figuring out how did he get into car hauling, he talked to somebody. He watched a video, right?
For real, like, do you think?
What?
I mean, because we did a show. It was monumental, and it's now like a meme or whatever. Where did you get that idea?
Yeah, where did you get that idea?
Where is that? Where he got it from? A video?
Well, he's actually, his dad supposedly retired from car hauling, so he's got some kind of experience in it. Do you have a CDL? No. Okay. You know how to do a tow truck, maybe? Yeah. Okay. Have you thought about working for? Yeah, I kind of am on a side hustle working for a tow truck guy. Well, have you talked to him about maybe going full time so you can get caught up on your bills that you're behind on because you started your own business and it's not working out maybe the way you thought it should? Yeah, I talked to him, but they're just giving me whatever. That they're not. Have you thought about maybe going somewhere where they got more work? Because I think if you don't start cutting, reducing expenses based on everything you told me and your mortgage is due next month, you may have a real problem. And it was a good conversation because the guy's like, you know, I think you're right. I really hadn't looked at it like that. And that's what I like about what we do at ATI. Really, we're here to try to help. I'm not making fun of anybody, am I?
Well, no, and I don't want to either because I want to, you know, I guess. So you got here's my question is, so he got in through family, right? Something?
Kinda, yeah.
But so that, because then my next question, if that is the case, because
but that's what he wasn't doing. So his dad, I think the way I kind of, and I, you know, we're just talking about a guy. I can talk about a lot of guys, but
sure, we have to understand.
Yeah, he's mechanical. So
Right,
I did
it's
catch
mechanical.
that. So he's
Okay.
before car hauling. He's
Got it.
maybe worked on stuff, and that
Right.
didn't work out too good.
Some people are better with their hands out of the office with machines.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, you're on the road to working outside with machines.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
But
Mechanical aptitude is really important in car hauling. I would agree with that.
Which would be a reason why I'm not working on a trailer right now.
No.
Because I suck at it.
Well, I have.
Well, I know you're mechanically driven.
Well, I like
I'm
to
not.
figure stuff out. It's more of a mystery to me to see if you can get it put back together just to get the cars dropped off or just to get the cars loaded. And I think that, we I don't know. It's really a tricky game here because I get to talk to guys who want to get in the business. I had 2 of those phone calls, one last week, one this
You
week.
get
this
coaching
morning.
calls all the time. It's amazing.
Yeah, and they're really good. So what we do is we do call tie 20 minutes. I'll talk to you for 20, 30 minutes, no money. We're not here to take your money.
That's like a taxi driver that'll give you a 20 to 30-minute ride without starting the meter.
Yeah,
That is not bad.
No, it's a good deal, and
That is a
it
good
kind of
deal.
sets the groundwork. And the reason, we used to say just call Ty and we'll charge you money to help you figure it out. I figured out that's just wasting my time and taking your money.
Right.
Most of the people that we talk to,
You got to
aren't gonna
sample
do-
the cheese before I try to sell you a block.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we keep it simple. I try to repeat myself often on this channel. When Jay lets me on here, I say there's 2 questions I ask everybody.
You're on here all the time.
Well, yeah, I know. I just meant I like being here, so thank
know.
you.
Oh, well, I like having you here. But I just want to back on this example because we're going to get into industry news. But so where I kind of like to go is, since, I mean, my specialty is asking questions to lead you down the path of a new idea. Because ideas, that's my thing. Ideas and ideas and media, those are my things. So if good with the hands, mechanically inclined, working outside, family works in trucking, didn't anybody try sales and marketing? Because if nobody did, then it doesn't matter how long the family was in it, ain't no blue sky to build.
No.
Right? And that,
Right.
yeah. All right, well, let's do this. Let's go into industry news because I know this topic's coming back, unless you got anything to add.
No, I'm excited. This is a change up. And
I know.
you said, hey, I'm bringing you on after live chat. And I was like, what? So,
I
and then I heard you
realized
say
it today.
this is going to be really good. So
Yeah,
I'm really
I know.
excited. This is unscripted, guys. I didn't know I was
Unscripted.
coming in.
No,
Till a little while ago.
and that's the way. And I even realized that while I was putting the show together, like we have to keep changing it up, right?
Yeah, you need to.
Have to.
Can't be the
Have to.
same.
So, all right, let's.
I'm
see
excited about industry news. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so let's see if we can see me and you. All right, as I like to do this, I love the drum roll. I can't do it. I can do very little without a drum roll. All right, so last week's show, Seaport Services, Compliance, Storage, and Delivery. Once again, I mean, that show was put together. I don't even know, there wasn't much ramp-up time to this show, and that show was amazing. Yeah, so thank you, Candy, and Ron, and Vance, and Michelle was with. That was awesome. That was a great show.
It was a good show.
And so Seaport Services, and it's happening in the live chat. I already saw it. If you have a question and you need an answer, and we don't care what vertical is, we're interested in trying to help. But Seaport Services in import-export got a phone number, an email, a website. Candy is in the live chat, and she's here to help. And what are we talking about? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Just 24/7, whatever you need near the water.
No doubt.
I love the back of this card. It's awesome.
I do too.
It's great.
I carry it in my pocket.
Great job, Candy.
No
really,
doubt.
really well done.
Candy did good.
And crew. Candy and crew.
And crew.
And that's why
Yeah.
we see front of the store, back of the store. Man, the back of our store
Ooh.
is deep. And the front of our store might be even deeper. I don't even know which side of the store at this point. You just keep walking in circles.
Yeah.
Inside the store and outside the store. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's ATI. And because I like to talk about the ecosystem, well, shoot, man. Come on, man. It's just the whole thing tonight. We got the whole ecosystem.
I like
Everything.
that.
Everything. So, oh, Candy's feeling the love in the live chat. That's great.
Oh,
Loving it. What's Christmas without a Christmas car hauler? That was kind of where I started with tonight's concept. Oh, like what, a week ago? Because, there ain't much time to... You do this many shows and the planning time is just, short. But I dug up a couple, happy, I don't
that
know.
is nice. That was going in the Christmas parade, I guarantee you.
Okay,
that's
Christmas
what
parade.
I used to do, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Now, what I would do is I
Kids
would get
love
a couple of my dealer buddies, and we would load up their favorite cars on the trailer on the top, and then on the bottom, we would build like a party deck. So their cars are on top, and the people were on the bottom. It was a blast.
Oh, it's super, and it's super safe. Insurance loves it.
Hey, it's on video. What can go wrong?
This meme was amazing. I've slept with 2 former presidents. I speak 4 languages. I own 2 Monets. Do you have any drive-ins ready now in Chicago? Talk about a disconnect from sales to operations. That is so freaking
That's
funny.
The best.
I
love
know. It is amazing. And this was on LinkedIn from like a freight logistics company. God, that just kills me.
You need to send that to me.
And I went ahead and put this together for you, Ty.
Thank you.
Transportation Dumpster Fire.
Man.
Ty will be next year. Well, I mean,
Should put
one could
2023 like coming down in the flame, like
right. We need an airplane in there, yeah.
yeah.
And like
Bridges blowing up and airplanes flying in.
This is version 1. Transportation Dumpster Fire. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just. Well, we'll talk more about that. But I finally, I don't know, got a wild hair put it together for you.
Good, thank you.
Because it is what it is.
Ooh, it is.
Hey, this is such a great saying. I mean, shoot. It is what it is.
Hard to get around that.
All right, OEM versus dealer. Okay, we're going to start moving to some of the bullet points of tonight's show. OEM versus dealer. Who owns the customer? I didn't even have to make this. I found this.
Good job.
Yeah, because I just typed in OEM versus dealer. Because it's a real thing.
Yeah.
This isn't some, like, Twitter topic I created. The OEM, well, how many dealers feel like the OEMs are against them?
All of them. They do.
I know.
The guys that have the money, the owner guy, yeah.
And see, what if everybody in logistics knew about this?
I don't like the transport side of it.
Well, let's say
you say logistics. I don't think logistics people care. Dealers care. Don't get me wrong. Transport guys should care.
Let me rephrase the question. Yeah. Well, what if you were going after OEM business, or if you were going after new car dealer business? Don't you want to know this?
Yeah, you do. You should. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a topic.
And that's my point in bringing it up. We're going to keep moving, but we're going to hit upon topics that I think will affect your business strategy tonight, tomorrow, and 2023. Exactly. Here's another one. Speaking of, did you know Buick? There are Buick dealers like, oh, I've got to plummet. I got to put in three or 400 grand to sell your EVs. Nah, you can have this back. It's a thing. Buick retailers refuse new EV rules and sell the dealerships back to the company. Thanks very much. Yeah, no, we're good. We're not going to do we're not doing BEV or HEV or.
What about Ford?
Well,
what about Chevy?
So here's what's interesting. Only Buick is one of the few you can actually sell the dealership back. Ford, you just, I don't know. You have to, I don't know what you do. But anyways, yeah, because Ford, so Ford, well, you can't sell it back to Ford. I don't know. I don't have the rest of it, because I didn't want to. All right.
No, I was just
Yeah,
being
that's a
funny
good
guy.
question though. I have a Toyota CEO still not sold on EVs. You knew this, right?
I did. I've been sending you articles.
I mean-
I've been screaming about it in the background. You know what
Right.
they're doing,
Well-
right?
well,
I get
the
excited about this. This
I
is
know,
great.
dude. Akio Toyota.
This is can get you, been get you.
Yeah, you know, if anybody knows like cars, it might be Akio Toyota. He might know something.
Bammo.
Might.
They're going to put the kibosh. Toyota's putting the kibosh on the EV. Watch.
So here's so here we'll take time out for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Ty, where else in automotive? Who else in automotive is talking about maybe no EVs? Like, number one, this is like not you can't do this, right? This isn't you can't do this. But since
Well,
everybody's Ty.
If you follow it up with, don't make me break out the Twitter files,
Right.
then everybody shuts up.
I figured
That's the key right there.
listen, a third of the audience is they're sipping I don't know. They're on like their third Moscow
Kahlua.
Mule.
Yeah.
And, they don't know. So I figured, this is our opportunity just to slay the beast live.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
There's
just
way
wait.
more. Here, let's keep going.
This one, did I send you this? This is crazy.
Well, this is, it's
wait.
interesting. Yeah, this was
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well, VinQ has been all over. We keep talking VinQ. VinQ's
Yeah.
all over LinkedIn. Like literally, they've almost invented the vehicle buying center, vehicle acquisition strategy. They wrote the book. And
Yeah.
so again, I asked the question again. If you work in transportation and you're trying to build business with dealers, do you think you want to know about the benefits of a vehicle buying center?
That you definitely do. Yes.
Which is-
yes.
All right, now go ahead and do you want to explain in what that is? What's a vehicle buying center? What's the
Well, the
premise?
vehicle buying center. So here's the backdrop. The backdrop is okay, first question is how many of you guys picked up a car at auction last week? Raise your hand. Or a port. Okay. Dropped off or picked up a car at an auction. Okay, so start here. Auction. What is VinQ? It's not an auction. Where does VinQ come from? It comes from dealers that maybe don't appreciate a lot of fees for buying a car at an auction. Did I say that right, Jay? Did you understand that?
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's one of the problems. Right. There's many problems why a dealer might be tired of traditional vehicle acquisition strategies. Fees, competitive bids, right?
You pay more, a lot
Yeah,
more.
all the things. So they're like, well, hey, man, let's just set up our own little digital auction vehicle buying center dealio.
VBC, Vehicle
BBC,
Buying
and that's what
Center.
they're doing.
So they're scraping VINs off everywhere. I mean, wherever they can find a VIN number, they scrape it, whatever that means. And then it goes into what they call their queue. So if I'm a dealer and I need cars, which dealers need cars, if they don't have cars, then they don't need you. So if you have your own customer and you know your dealer, you're going to ask your dealer, where did you get these cars out front? Where did they come from?
Ooh,
So
yes.
now it
Yes,
used to
Candy.
be
like ACB. It is, and it's a different version of a digital auction.
quite a yeah
Yeah,
yeah
it's
a little different.
It is different.
Same idea.
But yeah, right. Keep going. But so yeah,
So the dealer, if I have a transport company and I want to own a business, build a business, who is my customer? My customer should be a car dealer, right? That's what I think.
and here's what I was going to add. But Ty,
Yeah.
I don't sell cars. I move cars. Why do I need to know this?
Well, you need to know who your customer is, okay? In any business, you need to know who your customer is. It's part of owning a business. It's part of market research. It's part of how you survive. If you just, I don't know who this guy is and I don't care who this guy is and I just need to pick up a car and drop it off and you need to pay me, there's a pretty good chance you won't be around in 3 or 6 months. Probably more like 3, really.
But Ty,
What?
I called you on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
My point is, what do you think what was the load he was hauling that caused him a train wreck on Christmas Eve. Where did he get that load?
Yeah, right. Well, actually, where did he get that? Where
did he get the load that caused him a train wreck on Christmas Eve?
Yeah. Well, and that's the beautiful thing about car hauling. It actually wasn't he was actually trying to get a car off of a load board, a different load board, but it was the car before that caused the problem to now. So that's what is so crazy about car hauling. And Jay, you know this, you've dispatched, right? It's one small little thing that happened 12 to 24 hours ago that can create a ridiculous problem 25 hours later, right?
Well, yeah, and so here I'm gonna hit the bell here. The train wreck. See, I got railhead and train wreck. The answer to the question is load board, right? If you're in the middle of a disaster, there's a good chance there was a load board nearby.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the point.
Yeah, good point. So what dealers are doing, this is what we're talking about, VinQ. We're talking about OEM, we're talking about dealer, now we're VinQ, okay, Vehicle Buying Center. If you haul cars, you need to know, where did those cars come from that are out there? How did they get here? Where did they come from? How did they get there? Well, we have a VBC. Now, if you're watching ATI, you'll know what a VBC, at least you'll know, I've heard,
But
VBC.
You know what? We're not like those other guys. What's a VBC? This is a place where dealers build up a business, and it's a physical location. It's a physical location where dealers set up ways of acquiring vehicles beyond the traditional methods, such as buying at an auction or etc. And so now they have a location where vehicles are moving in and out. What are they going to need now that they have vehicles moving in and out of a new location that they recently set up? What are they going to need, Ty?
Transport.
Oh,
and what you'll see, so this is fun. See, call me 417-483-2764. If you have one or more 9-car haulers and you've been in business for 1 or more years and you deal with your own customers, I want you to call me. And I want you to tell me how 2022 went, because what I've heard about 2020, and I really want to know. Call me 417-483-2764. The market changed. Something happened. If you're not paying attention, or if I'm wrong, call me and Ty. Nothing changed, man. I've been doing.
Yeah, dude.
I got 10 trucks. I got 9-car haulers. My life is
I'm
good.
rolling in money. I'm making YouTube videos.
Call them, tell me
hustling.
that. I want to hear it. Yeah. We'll do a Friday show and put you on the show and talk about
Absolutely.
it. I really want to hear about it.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
did you
If
do,
you're
right?
rolling in money, you are perfect for Cars on the Move.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a new one. This came from. I'm going to keep moving because we're
keep moving.
We got so many topics.
I know. Good luck.
This show's easily going to go till 9 o'clock. I can tell already. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Retail used vehicle sales trends.
Ooh.
Anybody see it? Do you see a pattern?
Whoa. Blow it up just one more notch if you can. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Whoa.
That is. Okay, this
Franchise
comes from.
dealers.
This actually is a slide from page 3 of Tom Contos.
Ooh.
Now, I want to say Tom Contos is still with Car Global.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't get bought in the Odessa deal.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But somehow he still does auction stuff. So it's kind of weird. I don't know.
I know, right?
I think he's Carvana now. Who knows?
So it
Sorry,
means he's
Tom,
with
we don't
Odessa.
know.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should know. Dang.
He's an auction guy. How's that?
But yeah.
He's for Odessa was.
Yeah, he knows. And
He's
so
still around.
And he follows
smart.
the numbers and the trends. Yeah. The only month where sales were up is
Oh, man.
is November.
Oh,
Wow.
gosh.
Isn't that wild?
That is whoa. I think everything's fine, guys.
Yeah, no. We're live at the auction. Everything's fine. No problem here. Okay.
Well, he's the guy also that said when I was at the Buy Here, Pay Here conference in Austin, he's the guy that was on stage and said auction volume's down 30% pre-pandemic.
Right.
That's
right.
crazy.
Right. And yeah, exactly. So this tells you, this was interesting. You shared this. This is average loan rates. Now, I don't know, bear with me. I don't know how this helps your auto transport business, but this is fascinating.
Well, I'll tell you exactly how this helps your auto transport business. You know what happens when interest rates go stupid on used cars and new cars, Jay?
Not yet. Well, volume drops.
Well, no, the payment goes up. Your car payment, right?
Well,
and you can go ahead and
so repo volume can go up.
Now we got to start with the sell. We're starting with the sell.
All right, sales is going to go down.
If I go to this state and I've got to pay 9% interest,
right,
my car sales are going to go down.
Yeah, there we go.
So that means the transport guy is going to be bringing less in, right? Because usually when the car's on a lot, it sells local for the most part.
And
what?
Well, and wouldn't that explain why? So you're not having. Keep going. I can't put the words together.
Well, what I'm saying is, so if I live in a state that has 12% interest, and I've got my own customers, right? I've got my own dealers, my own accounts. Hey guys, how's car sales? Oh, not too good. Oh, really? Why? Interest rates are high. So as a car carrier, you're like, yeah, that's too bad for you. Sorry. Well, no, it really does affect you. Exactly. Well, that's why I'm not going to be moving as many cars in now because they're not selling them. So what's happening? We better keep going because I can tell this apart. This is amazing.
I know. All right, CarMax Q3 retail used vehicle sales fell 21% as net income plunges 86%. Right. So to be fair to Carvana, we got some CarMax stuff, right? Which means I'd really love to hear what's going on with Vroom, etc. Right?
Vroom's under $1, I think. Their stock was.
Man, so this is a great time to pick up some
Carvana
stocks.
was
Is that right?
Right around $4 a share. I haven't looked at CarMax in a minute, but I'm just telling you, man. Something's going to happen in 2023.
Well, this is why the more headlines like this I read, the more, I don't want to say that session word.
It's okay to say it now because of Twitter files.
Oh, okay, good. Hashtag.
You can say stuff.
You can say stuff
Twitter.
Again?
Yeah, it's true.
Who knew we'd have freedom of speech back in 2022? That I would have never guessed.
It only cost
$44
million.
Yeah, right. It costs $4 billion to get freedom of speech back.
44.
Oh, so I'm sorry. I dropped to 4.
Man.
The bigger 4.
Come on. I should be able to say anything I want now.
Well, yes. Maybe you can. CarMax is down 52%. This came from Andrew. He shared this on LinkedIn. CarMax facing 4 challenges: interest rates, inflation, low consumer confidence, deep vehicle depreciation. You can't argue with any 4 of those. And in fact, as Andrew stated, these came from the earnings call with CarMax. Straight from the horse's mouth. Interest rates, inflation, low consumer confidence, deep vehicle depreciation. That's a nasty recipe. Not a good tasting casserole.
Right, but time out. This isn't just CarMax. CarMax
this is everybody. Exactly.
This goes down to the guy that has 20 cars on his corner lot, right? I mean, this is real.
Man. This is Gates of Dawn.
The Gates of Dawn.
CarMax has taken the following actions: reducing SG&A, which I went ahead and pulled it from Google. That's where we get our answers. Operating expenses, also known as selling, general, and administrative SG&A, selling, general, and administrative expenses, fixed costs your business incurs that are not directly related to really anything that relates to revenue generation. This is fixed operation costs, SG&A. I'm like, this is something. What's your SG&A, pal? Right? Do you know your SG&A? You should. Pal, come on, man.
Buddy.
Start acquiring less expensive. Okay, CarMax is okay now, but this is CarMax. They're going to acquire less expensive vehicles. That's interesting. Better ramp up the rapid recon. They're going to slow vehicle acquisition, which is interesting again, because if you do the vehicle buying center, you're saving, you're spending less money per acquisition, which is that's going to help. Increase rate on consumer loans, which I found.
Ooh.
Now, yeah, tell me, what are you reading here?
Well, that means that they've got their own finance department.
Right. Is that what's called captive finance?
Could be, yeah.
We're going to be learning more about finance. I actually
in-house for sure.
I have a cool I have a show lined up. Well, we don't have it scheduled, but this company Earnix that deals in finance with lenders and banks and we're going to be learning more about that stuff because we all need to learn more about what that
well, Carvana has their own bank. I think it's Bridgecrest, Bridgestone or something.
AutoNation, Lithium. I mean, all of those companies want their own finance arm because it's a big part of...
It's huge.
Yeah, paying for all those Super Bowl commercials.
Well, see, if you watch Ford, Chevy, and Dodge and those guys, Toyota, they have their own finance department. So when you go in and buy a new car, there you go. Who owns the customer?
And as these companies will tell you, as many finance options they can offer the customer, the better. The more likely they are to get them in the car, especially if some are tied to their own operation. Slow pace of tech investments. Do you see this one? Slow their pace of tech investments.
That's a big deal, bigger than you know. And the money that's spent on that is ridiculous. Like, you can't I can't really wrap my brain around that number right there.
They're cutting $17 million from advertising, which probably is just a drop in the well.
Yeah, that tech investment is probably a lot more than that.
I was thinking, in 2022, we went from home delivery to any delivery.
That's a good one. Well, earlier you were talking about it, and we said, I forgot about it, but we do. I did say it. I said it at the IARA this year. I know. I said, hey, you got a bigger problem than EV. Everybody's, what? You guys don't understand. No, there's not going to be anybody to move your cars. You've got a huge problem.
But you need to have a mask and gloves and a tape recorder and a hazmat and bells. Nope. All you need is a truck and a lever, bro.
Yep.
That's where you're...
Wait till you see the Twitter files.
Oh, man. It's so funny, dude.
Yeah, that is funny.
I like to dig up kind of the random blog. The cheapest way to ship a car.
Yeah.
I don't really read them. I just kind of skim them because, I don't want to get mad. No. But the three main reasons why people opt for auto transport over driving their cars. This actually, it seemed right. Moving long distance, buying a car far away, and moving to that second seasonal home. You can't read it. Not that I know anybody that has. I don't know anybody that has a third home. I read about people that have third homes. All right, let's keep. This is auto transport. The cost of shipping a car tends to be between $5,000 and $2,000. That's a wild, I don't know. Wide range. Okay, why? All right, size of vehicle, type of transport, gas prices, and distance. That's pretty reasonable. But the best part was getting in touch with between 3 to 5 companies to get an idea. See, does anybody do that?
Oh, I bet they do.
Well,
I bet it works out like this. I bet they turn their phone off in about an hour because they've got 75 phone calls.
Exactly. If you get in touch between 3 to 5, that means you got like 50 phone calls.
Yeah. It's real.
It is interesting.
Google Leads.
Which brings us back to just all they were looking for was cheap car shipping. And an hour later, they have like 100 new friends.
Number.
Yeah, exactly.
They had to go turn their phone. I need a new number,
move to Alaska and buy a tiny home with a stove. Yeah, it's
off grid
crazy.
for real. I just wanted a cheap car shipped.
Just wanted a car ship.
Was it a
Jeez.
cheap car or was it
Oh.
cheap shipping? I don't know.
Now I needed like Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Hot
Oh boy.
shot
When you
trucking.
bring this up.
Oh,
boy.
no. All right. Hey, guys. And it's always on Hot Shot Trucking. Hey, guys. I'm looking to start a hot shot career. My question is, should I do open deck hauls or car hauls? And so I go to find a dispatch for jobs. I got a dually. See, he's already got his truck. That's the best part. Hey, guys.
I got a truck.
I got a question. I mean, right from the get-go. But I already have my truck. I'm ready to buy a trailer. I have no experience. What should I do?
Wow.
Dear Facebook, my life is
Man.
in your hands.
I don't know why anybody would ever post on it. It's
Dude.
going to make you want to go and crawl in a ditch and
He starts off, dude, don't even waste your time with Hot Shot. It's going to cost as much as a semi, and then you'll make less. Especially if you're paying for a dispatch or rather instead of the load. Can you imagine if you just read that, you're already like, but wait, man. I already have my truck. I just want to know how much money I'll make. And
This guy's- get rid of your truck.
learn to
Step one,
dispatch yourself.
Get rid of your truck.
What do you mean, dude? I've got my truck. What do you mean? Why are you talking about dispatching? And then this guy just lays it on. You got a CDL? Oh, it's in the bottom. You can't see it. Do you have a CDL? Oh, no.
Oh,
Honey,
no, here we go.
hang up the phone.
Can you delete that post, honey?
Right. And this was December 23rd.
Oh man,
He
day
only
before
he
Christmas
called
Eve.
you 10 hours later.
Man, he did. Does anybody talk? Oh, that's
This
just
is
so
why, isn't this
scary.
why? But I mean, I have so many questions. Like, okay, so if, let's say I was on like Hot Shot Lawyer. Hey guys, I'm looking to start as a lawyer. I got a briefcase and some books. I have no experience. Any advice is appreciated. Or Hot Shot Doctor. Hey guys, I'm looking to be a doctor. My question is, should I have a stethoscope or a hammer? Where do I go to find patients? I've already got a gurney. Any,
Did you see that email I sent you? I think it was late last night. It said reminder to
do
self.
I sound awful? I'm going to take myself off screen. You take it. I'm terrible.
No, I sent you an email last night. It said reminder to self. If you're starting a car hauling company, pretend you're starting you want to start a car hauling business, get a wholesale dealer's license, start here. Hey, good job. Is that part of industry news?
Heck yeah, it is. What, are we messing
Wow.
around? This is
Okay, good.
ATI.
Sorry. I didn't even know that.
I know, it's
Unscripted,
funny.
live.
I know, it's great.
Go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. Take it away.
Well, I was thinking last night after the Christmas Eve call, and then I had another guy call yesterday down in Florida. Really nice guy, by the way. Oh, so I was thinking about these two guys. I was thinking about Candy and Seaport Services and what they've got going on. I'm just thinking about all this stuff. I'm like, okay, if I really want to start a car hauling business, call it hot shot, call it car hauling, whatever you want to call it. What do I need to know? What do I need to do? Well, you can call me and I'll tell you, or you can just go pretend you want to be a car dealer. So what does a car dealer have to do? Well, he's got to have a building. He's got to have insurance. He's got to have a phone. He's got to have, cars. So where's he going to go get his cars? You're a car dealer and you can make a lot of money selling cars. Okay. So, because your buddy told you could, and you saw a lot of used car lots on the street. And they have used cars and they're clean. And so obviously the guy's been there, they're making money. I'm going to start a car hauling business, Jay. I mean, a car sales, car dealership business. Start thinking like that.
Well,
Where do you get your cars?
And that's the thing. So there you are. You're at NIADA. You're standing in a room with independent car dealers.
Yeah.
And the majority of the guys you are talking to, not planned, haul their own cars. Well, do you think there's a connection there?
Wow. Yeah. Well, theirs was forced, and they ended up
But
kind
guys,
of liking it in a way.
But guys, you keep not talking about the load board.
No,
Yeah.
you're not gonna. You won't.
All right, we heard about the phone call. Now, this guy really thought you were with Ready Logistics or what?
Yeah, whoever gave him my number said, call Ty. He's with Ready Logistics. He'll help you.
Now, did they not know, or did they know, or what did they? Why? What was the deal?
I was
there?
trying. Here's what I'm thinking. This is pure speculation. I even talked to the guy, and I didn't ask him. I don't want to know. But I'm almost wondering if his friend gave him my number because he was really concerned that this guy that called at 10:14 p.m. on Christmas Eve was probably going to be out of business in less than a month and might need some coaching.
Nice.
I don't know that, but
Nice.
after I talked to the guy on Christmas Eve and then talked to him again today, you kind of get the impression that whoever gave him my number, it wasn't an accident.
Right.
It was meant
The
to
guy's
be.
like, listen, you don't need Ready Logistics, and I ain't going to tell you. Here's Ty's number.
Call this guy. He'll tell you.
Oh, man. You know, I saw this on Overdrive talking about tolls. Isn't that interesting that this came up last show?
Yeah, Ron was
Yeah,
talking about up in New York.
Oh, man, it's real. Tolls are,
Best electronic collection operation.
I don't think I didn't even get, because it's like, I got to stop. I got to cut it off somewhere. And it was a really long article. Actually, Overdrive has pretty long articles, and they're good. They're really into trucking. So there's a lot of great information here, but I didn't want to hash it up. But basically, the summation is tolls are bad. There we go. Tolls
Right, and that goes into knowing your bit. Whenever you start a car
SG&A.
hauling business. Yeah, that's not part of SG&A.
No, that's not part of SG&A.
No.
I promised we'd talk about load boards. So what happened is, and this is going to come up here in a bit, after the break, we have Larry questions coming up.
Oh, wow.
And then after the break, we're going to go through some of the best shows from last year.
Yeah.
Wow. And
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I was like, well,
I had a lot of favorites last year.
Well, I bet we're going to have some of your favorites up there. And
Okay.
And so this was actually one of my favorites, is that me and Sue hashed out the top 12 list live. Central Dispatch is number one because it has the highest volume. And actually, we determined that volume was one of the main criteria for determining the height of your listing. Central's number one. Metro is number two at the time because they had the second highest volume. Because without volume, it doesn't matter.
I agree.
It literally doesn't matter.
I agree.
Super Dispatch volume might be ahead of Metro at this point. I think at this point, Super Dispatch might be number two. Because this list was done about a year ago, yeah. Then Ready Logistics, I don't know. See, the thing is, this is what's funny about you getting the Ready Logistics. Ready Logistics, the jury is out whether or not, I don't know. I have to talk to Sue again. Maybe we'll touch on this Thursday on Dispatching Live, how this list is doing. But anyways, there we go. What else? Oh, so in the auction world, people are still talking about Bring a Trailer. Bring a Trailer, doing what? Is a digital auction platform for car collectors. Over $1 billion in sales in 2022. Now, not only is that awesome sales revenue, but this is online car collector purchasing. So that means they're going to need transportation. And who's hauling it and who's got that deal?
Didn't Run Buggy get that?
Run Buggy is working with Bring a Trailer. Shoot, man, that's a ton of business.
Oh, yeah.
And car collector business, if you're enclosed and you're for real, that's great business.
Yeah.
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 And
so did Run Buggy buy them, or did they just partnering?
No, they're just partnering. And I think, in fact, I think Bring a Trailer is so big now that they're like, I don't even think they brag about that partnership.
Okay.
In fact, if anybody's going to brag about the partnership, it would be
Run Buggy.
There you go.
Run Buggy.
So, I mean, any digital auction platform with
Yeah.
rising sales as opposed to that other graph we saw.
Yeah.
It's pretty good stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is the war of the auctions is on. By the way, good job, ACV. You did it again, just like Brittany. Oops, ACV did it again. You know, when ACV came out with the undercarriage photo thing, it was kind of a meh. What am I gonna? What do I need
fun of
to?
it at least once.
That's what I'm saying. I think everybody did, and now everybody's doing it. Not to mention anybody with a, wanting to know where the catalytic converter is. Okay. Cox Automotive top 10 predictions for 2023. I'm just going to read these. I don't even think I've read them yet. And they're hard to see on the screen. Okay. All right. Slow growing economy will place pressure on the automotive market. And I also watched an interview with Jonathan Smoke on CBT. And so there's a lot of apprehension as to what's going to happen. There's almost two versions of 2023. There's if E-Session Ray and not E-Session Ray. It's two paths. Every boardroom has a two-path whiteboard.
You're right.
New vehicle inventory levels will continue to increase, assuming there's total retail vehicle sales will fall. That will definitely fall if sales of EVs in the U.S. will surpass 1 million units for the first time. Sales of EV will surpass 1 million units. Yeah, well, if the tax incentives are 100%,
Yeah.
Used vehicle values will see above normal depreciation. Oof.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know why that's so bad?
That's
because
brutal.
everybody bought a car, just paid too much for it, like way too much.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
that's why.
terrible. Number 5. Can you erase number 5?
Yeah, 5.
Pretend it wasn't there.
Yeah, Ty, come on, man.
Yep.
Vehicle affordability will be the greatest challenge facing vehicle buyers. Well, that's, all cash deals will increase to levels not seen in decades. So this is crazy. So Jonathan Smoke was talking about, so in the new car sales, because who else can buy that Hummer, that $200,000 Hummer or that Cadillac, Escalade or whatever? Those folks have plenty of money and they're using cash.
Wow.
Yeah. So all cash deals are increasing, which creates a different problem for the dealer. Dealership service operations volume and revenue climb. Right, fixed ops, yep, still going up. Half of vehicle buyers will engage with digital retailing tools. And federal incentives will encourage more fleet buyers to consider EV solutions. That's pretty interesting.
Great.
Yeah, I know. EV.
I need more government in my life.
Loving it. But here's the cherry on top. Too simple, which is building autonomous trucks. They had to lay off a quarter of their workforce. That's interesting. Isn't that interesting? It's kind of ironic.
Whoa.
It's not. I'm not celebrating it, but literally nobody's safe.
No.
No. So, anyways,
No.
okay. In international news, not now, Europe. Second war threatens to explode. Have you read this about Kosovo? All right. This isn't good. Right? You got the missile tests and Kim Jong-un and China and Taiwan. And, well,
don't forget about our new friend Zelensky.
Yeah, okay. Well, here's the go. All right. Well, if you haven't heard, if you didn't get the memo, Serbia put its army on highest level of combat readiness to protect its Serbian areas in northern Kosovo. Now, I know you and I I don't know. I wouldn't know a Serbian from a Kosovosian. I don't know.
No.
Right? But it doesn't matter. Because on December 10th, ethnic Serbs in the north erected 9 roadblocks that essentially divide the area where some 50,000 ethnic Serbs live, angering Kosovo. And by the way, even though Kosovo declared independence from Serbia in 2008, Serbia doesn't recognize it. When countries don't recognize other countries after peace treaties are signed, it's not good. So, so let's go to the map. You've got you know,
Mm.
Russia, and then you've got Ukraine, and then you've got, you know, Serbia, Kosovo, just down there in the corner.
Mm.
Yeah.
Boy.
Is right. And what's really sucks is because Putin, you know, he's shaking and he can't remember anything. I almost went into like, you know, some nutty version of whatever we've experienced in the past. He's losing his mind.
I would.
And, you know, I don't know what happens with mind losers, but they seem to love nuke buttons.
Yeah.
And if you just make the nuke button smaller, they can't see it. They don't know where it is. How
Ooh.
big is the nuke button over there? Is it big?
I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. But
And
if I
there's
was
the-
Putin, I would not be happy that my buddy Zelensky was hanging out in America at Congress. And
Oh, I know.
Congress, America
Yeah.
was holding a fight. I would, if I was Putin, I would just blow everybody up right about now.
Oh, thanks.
I really would.
Oh.
I mean, come on. What are you
Well,
doing?
I know. That's what I'm talking about.
Why
And
does
but-
everybody got to be messing with him? I mean, he's been taking the heat for Trump for 7 years that he's Russia can
Yeah, well,
whatever,
he's
all
never
that.
been this
He hasn't
crazy
done anything.
before.
He just plays soccer on the weekends.
Well, come on, man. You know, he's got... Just go, you know...
Yeah. it's too
Let's
much
go to the
for me.
Twitter files. Okay, see,
Yeah,
now,
there- oh,
now the Twitter
now.
files... Now the Twitter files seems a lot more calm, right? We just went to, like, Insanityville. Now we're back to how Twitter...
No, this is
rigged-
Crazyville
Yeah.
right here. This is
So
more Crazyville.
Well, I started reading some of this, and we're not going to go into COVID and Twitter and hazmat, and we're going to roll this video. But
Roll it.
the point is that well, all bets are off. Here we go. Speaking of all bets are off, all right, let's roll the tape. Where's the? Okay, here we go.
There's a big discrepancy. We're talking about electric cars. The battery itself is not really recyclable, right? There's a nasty for the environment. It's not really good, right?
If you want to talk nasty,
Oh.
it's the chemical processes to melt rock
So,
to make the
all right, so
battery.
wait a
You have
minute.
to literally melt
Yeah.
rock with chemicals. The problem with the battery, it's a very complicated machine. People think it's like a box of simple goo. It's
Okay, they can hear it. You can't hear it.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, here we go. No, let's do
I've
this
seen
again.
it. I think I sent
All right,
this
here
to
we
you. This
go.
is crazy.
Well, this is why because camera one. I wanted to open mine to full capacity by pushing the limits with crazy news. Okay, now this is crazy news, or is it in our own industry?
There's a big discrepancy. We're talking about electric cars. The battery itself is not really recyclable, right? There's a nasty for the environment. Is not really good, right?
if you want to talk nasty, it's the chemical processes to melt rock to make the battery. You have to literally melt rock with chemicals. The problem with the battery, it's a very complicated machine. People think it's like a box of simple goo. It's not. It's a complicated machine with thousands of parts. It's a machine just like an engine. You know, a steel engine is basically made up of steel and a couple other metals. You could just take it, crush it, melt it, and recycle it pretty easily. The battery you have to disassemble very carefully. If you Google up a picture of somebody trying to recycle a battery, they're wearing a hazmat suit. It takes half an hour, hours to recycle one battery. Then you have to figure out how to get all the chemicals separated. It's not easy. I wouldn't call it a nasty process. It's very difficult, very expensive. So the world's going to generate millions of tons, millions of tons of waste batteries, which will be very expensive and very difficult to recycle. We're already on that path.
When we're talking about, there's a big
Okay. I want to talk about this. Now, I'm not saying I know. What I am saying is we got to hear both sides, and we don't really seem to hear both sides. Like, I've often wondered, because, dude, what do you do with your... when you use up a flashlight battery, what do you do with your Duracells?
I'm going to take the fifth.
Thank you. That actually is perfect. Because that's what everybody's going to say. You know, I got TVs sitting around because I don't know where to take them. I've got dead TVs. Who's got a dead TV somewhere within the vicinity of your living area or garage or shed or horse barn that you don't know where to do with it? How many people? And if it isn't a TV and it isn't a Duracell, it could be any large electronic and you don't know what to do with it anymore. You know you can't Did you know you can't take your dead TV back to Best Buy? They don't want it.
Did you know that I put my plastic water bottles in the normal trash every day?
Okay. We're trying to stay calm. Okay. My point is, we're going to get back on track here. My point is that, I mean, I don't understand it either. And by the way, did you know you need cobalt and all these precious metals? You know where that stuff's coming from? And you know what a bad deal it is for the workers pulling out the cobalt? Yeah,
Have you seen that video yet?
No, I'm not going to watch it.
I don't want to send it to you. That'll make you really sick.
Yeah, exactly. So my point is we just have to, and this is why the Twitter files matters, because when we go so long and we we don't know the rest of the story, and then we hear it all at once in this, flash flood of craziness.
Whoa.
Is that going to happen with EV too?
There's Twitter file on EV, guarantee you.
Oh, no. Well,
and wait till you find the Twitter file on the SEC. That's the one I'm waiting for. Okay, that one's going to be wicked.
So I'm trying to stay on automotive, though. And Wendy's in the live chat. I love your talking politics. Aren't they thousands of dollars to replace batteries? And we're still talking about automotive. See, that's why it's fair game. We can go to crazy town if we stay in automotive.
I think so.
All right, and I might push the boundary by mentioning Kosovo. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know.
The amount of money that has been shoved around to promote EV.
That's what I don't like.
Our taxpayer dollars, right?
So much.
I didn't get
money.
to vote on.
It is so
1.7 trillion. That was the Green New Deal package day one when the guy came in. Today, just last week, they passed another 1.7 trillion omnibus. Okay. I didn't get a vote on any of that.
Well, and I know somebody in Congress was pointing this out. Where is all this money coming from? Are we literally just making up money now? Like, it's just.
Do you have kids, Jay?
There ain't enough broken TVs.
Your kids' kids.
Yeah,
that's where this is coming from.
Well, I hope they like EVs. Okay. All right. Hey, this is how you get your car show business news. It's on ATI. Even if it is the end of the year. Are you glad you tuned in? Go get yourself another Moscow Mule and put it up on the big screen, because I'm telling you what, we have a special edition. I like to say, on Tuesday nights, I say we got 5 new questions. Tonight, I think we have 12.
Oh, good. That'll be fun.
We're going to try and do a bit of a speed round. I don't know what we're doing. Here we go. Question 1. Roughly, how much does a gallon of diesel fuel weigh? Oh, by the way, all of these questions were earlier this year.
Oh.
We've seen all of these questions sometime this year. How much does a gallon of diesel fuel weigh? 7, 9, 11, or 13 pounds? How much? So try to put your answers in quickly if you can, because we're going to keep moving. We got a lot of questions to get through. How many pounds? I'll take the first answer. I'll take anything just to get this moving. How many pounds does a gallon of diesel fuel weigh? Wendy knows this. Well,
come on, Wendy.
Maybe. Candy knows this. Candy definitely knows this. Because how much gas do they want in your tank when you ship a car at the port?
I know the answer, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say right now.
Well, tell me, because it's not one of the questions, and when I'm trying to buy time.
Okay, good. It's less than a quarter tank, but the fuel light cannot be on. Less than a quarter tank.
That's good.
And the fuel light cannot be on.
Hey, National Car Shipping, who are the 5 biggest car shipping brokers in terms of deposits yearly? That's a good one.
It's a great question.
Let's do that one. Who are the 5 biggest car shipping brokers in terms of deposits yearly? I'm going to say Montway's got to be one of them.
Deposits, yeah. Well, is Acertus a
I don't
broker?
hear my boss tell them to run fuel down if they're overweight, LOL. Interesting. Well, you don't hear that one at the scales. Like, the guy doesn't get out a hose and start sucking out of 9 tanks.
Yeah.
All right, well, the answer is that's just fine. 7 pounds. Yeah, what's your guess, National Car Shipping? Justin at National Car Shipping. I really don't. Oh, ship your car now. Montway. Okay, there we go. Yeah, well, who are the other three? Mercury. Ooh, this is good. Roadrunner. Oh, man.
Ooh.
And
Everybody's pun. Larry, take a break.
Ultimate
Larry.
Transport. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Candy said 9 pounds. Wendy says Wendy. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. National Car Shipping, Justin, you should join us on Thursday. Please do join us Thursday with that same Q&A. That's really good.
Who's Wendy with? I don't know Wendy.
That's Delta. We met Art Ruiz.
Okay.
Delta Auto Transport. They're a member of AHA. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while.
It's coming to me. It's coming back.
Anyways, we had met Art Ruiz, who is or was with Delta. And they are... And this is how I know Wendy's name. And we may have talked once. But Wendy's with Delta. I believe she works in operations. And I believe they're Northeast. Maybe mid-sized, heavy asset car hauler.
Okay.
Okay. That's straight from Recall.
Good job. Wendy will set you straight if you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. Question 2. How long is a 2019 Honda Odyssey? 150, 180, 203, or 220 inches?
Live chat still working on brokers.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place. Art is no longer with Delta. See, and I don't know why I said was with. I feel like I knew that, but I wasn't sure. And I don't know how I would know that. Maybe I read it. You know what? Wendy, he's with another company, though, isn't he? I feel like I read that on LinkedIn. That he...
So is Wendy still with Delta?
Well, it says Wendy Delta. I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. That's good for me.
Yeah.
I just like to know who's in the live chat.
Well, right now, the chat is mostly... We got Candy, Wendy, Justin... It's mainly Candy, Wendy, Justin. It's the Candy, Wendy, Justin show. Hey!
Oh. Well, Justice, I was trying to put Justin and Candy in contact because Justin's going to the port dropping off a trailer of some kind.
Well, no, that's Douglas, isn't it? Douglas?
Oh, that's Douglas. Yeah, you're right. My bad. Justin's national shipper guy.
Yeah, National Car Shipping. He tunes in from time to
National
time. Which
broker.
we love.
Okay.
We love to see. When you're
brokers.
on the rotation, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer is...
Ooh.
Mark Rodicke. Superflow Systems did most of these. 203 inches. What is that? Well, let me get my calculator. You know, my tricorder. So on Star Trek, when you needed to calculate in the 60s, you used, I think it was your tricorder. 203 divided by 12 is 16.9 feet.
That's a long one.
3. Here we go. Yes. What is the average minimum weight of a 2020 Honda Accord? 2,500, 32, 4,100, or 5,000 pounds? See, I think it's 32. But I think at the time I guessed 41. Oh, Candy get the Honda Odyssey.
Good job, Candy.
Wendy says yes, 100 trucks. Oh, Nebraska. Delta. Oh, is that New England or Nebraska? Delta NE.
100 trucks. OEM or used? Or both? Probably both.
I do sales and broker on the remarketing side. Oh, okay. 100 trucks. She does sales and brokering on the remarketing side. Wow.
Hey, Wendy, let me tell you what my phone number is.
Yeah.
417-483-2764. Call me tomorrow.
Yeah, you should talk to Ty. That's a great idea. And then after you talk to Ty, if you're interested, let's get you on a Cars on the Move or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Live, doing business live on Tuesday Night Live. That's the way we roll around
Wendy's never been on the show.
Come on, Wendy.
Yeah,
We
Wendy.
won't make you come on the show, but I would like for you to call me. I want to hear more about
At minimum, just call Ty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And too, like there are times, by the way, and I know, Wendy, you may or may not really care about this, but I try to encourage a lot of people that I talk to just to go drive for a company for a little while.
And it is Northeast.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's great. And in fact, what we really want to know, Wendy, how can we help you? Who can we connect you with that you want to talk to?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
That's what we want to do. Content's our currency, but connections and networking, that's where we find the real.
The real deal.
That's the real deal. She says okay. She's going to call you or text you. That's awesome.
Yeah, Justin needs to stay in touch with Candy because if he's a broker and he sends anything to a port, he needs to really have Candy's phone number.
Yeah. Well, I want Justin. I want to see you on a Dispatching Live. You know, one of the things that I want for Dispatching Live next year is I want to expand. It's time to open Dispatching Live into not just the load boards and dispatching, but who's posting those loads and why.
Oh, yeah.
It's time. Yeah. Because we actually now talk about Dispatching Live at trade shows. It used to be just a private joke. Now we talk about it.
Hey, I said from day one, Dispatching Live is my favorite show. It is.
Right, here we go. Yeah, it's my favorite too. That's why I strive to make this show as great as Dispatching Live. Here we go. The answer is 3,200.
32. Good job.
Right. Yeah, here we go. Question, I think it's 4. If you will be completing only intrastate shipments, you don't need to have a... If you're intrastate only, you don't need a, is it DOT, MC number, insurance policy, or an ELD. If you're only intrastate, you don't need a, is it DOT number, MC number, insurance policy, or ELD. Because if you're on Facebook asking this question, man, they will crush you.
Get some aspirin fast.
Yeah, and that's why we're here. We're trying to save you before you answer. Hey guys.
Hey. Hey guys.
Oh no.
Great. Hey guys.
Oh, here we go. All right. Anybody want to guess? If you're intrastate only, you don't need to have a. You don't need an MC number. If you're only intrastate, that means in the state. If you're only staying in the state, you don't need an MC number. Yeah, these are good. I know. Mark, thanks, buddy. I sent an email to Mark. I realized, I think it hit me this morning. I'm like, we don't need any new questions. We got a whole year of great questions. Yeah, so these are great, Mark. Thanks so much. Powered by ATI and Superflow Systems. Visit superflowsystems.com. We'll leave it there. All right. Here we go. Your head is next to Larry's. Question 5. Blank is a unique 2 to 4 letter code used by federal agencies to identify your transportation company. Is it a carrier code, a UCR, SCAC, or a DOT number? It's a unique 2 to 4 letter code used by federal agencies to identify your transportation company. Carrier code, UCR, SCAC, or DOT number. This is a good question for your probably like one of your levels in a DOT exam. Let me see your my what? My you want to see my ELD? That's not what I asked. The answer is it's a 2 to 4 letter code used by federal agencies to identify your transportation company. It is. That's your SCAC.
Ooh. SCAC. SCAC.
SCAC. Question 6.
Hey, show me your SCAC.
Can I see your SCAC?
What?
Which of the following markets would be described as the controlled disposal of fleet and rental vehicles that have come to the end of their term? Is it vehicle remarketing, lease returning, consignment, or auto refurbishing? It seems that we've moved into the next chapter on this test.
Mm-hmm.
The first
Yeah.
part was carrier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're out of carrier stuff.
Ooh.
Which of the following markets could be described as the controlled disposal of fleet? See, here's your key phrase. Disposal of fleet
Mm-hmm.
and rental vehicles that have come to the end of their term.
Ooh.
Disposal of fleet. Yeah.
This one's a good one.
Yeah, this is a good one. The answer is... This is a major topic. At every trade show we've been to, non-stop, we're talking about vehicle remarketing.
That's right.
Vehicle
VR.
remarketing. Disposal of fleet. Vehicles
Yep.
that have come to the end of their term. We got to
Yep.
do something with them because there's still equity on this.
Get
note.
him out of here.
Yeah, get them
outta
going.
here.
This
Yeah.
is why a ring man has a job.
Yeah. True.
Okay, here we go. Question whatever. What is the average width of a Ford F-150 with standard mirrors? Oh, another carrier question. Is it 72, 86, 95, or 103 inches? The average width of an F-150 with standard mirrors.
The standard mirror part is probably needs to be emphasized a little bit.
With standard
Standard.
mirrors.
Standard mirrors out or in? Out.
Ah.
Because most car hauler guys, if they're worth their car hauling salt, they fold their mirrors in before they load it.
Oh, and Wendy had remarketing.
Good job, Wendy.
All right, well, we'll just do the answer on this. We got 95 inches.
Whoa, there you go.
95 inches. Which is, I'm going to get my tricorder.
Do you know what the inside width of a car hauler is, Jay?
I don't. It's a good
102.
102?
Mm-hmm.
So we got
how many
7,
inches you got left there?
7,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is about, if my belly's 8.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Now,
We got a problem.
Oh, car hauling's easy. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll probably have to cut back on turkey for a year, and then
I
you'll
don't
be
know
able
what
to
happened to the mirror
that
on the
up on
right
50.
side of the truck. I was pulling it down in the belly. I didn't hear anything except scratch the whole way down and the mirror flew off.
Yeah.
I didn't do it. Here's my pictures.
Yeah,
Whoops.
man. I marked it in crayon at the gate pass.
Mm-hmm. There you go. All
All
right.
right, here we go. Traditionally, how many used vehicles are sold each year in the U.S.? 12, 22, 32, or 42 million? Traditionally, how many used vehicles?
That would be pre-COVID traditional.
Right, I know, that's why traditional, right. Like back in
Back when life was
right,
bearable.
right. The Clinton years, you see what I did there?
Oh, boy. Wow.
I snuck it in. Okay.
Well, you did.
How many used vehicles were sold each year? The answer was... It was 42 million. It's down. Well, yeah.
That's way down. That number doesn't even seem right.
I know.
I'm
Well,
not sure that's, I mean, I'm not doubting it, but
it-
I always
well,
remember that new car sales seem to be around, I always thought it was
it was 12.
20?
No.
12 to 20.
And I didn't pull that question. See, I thought it was more like around like 15-ish, and it's down 5. So maybe it was 20. Maybe it was in the low 20s.
What I would do is go to the next question fast.
Yeah.
Pretend like I never saw that.
What happened? Okay. True or false? A carrier is required by law to maintain a broker's license if they dispatch a load. What? A carrier is required by law to maintain a broker's license if they dispatch a load to another carrier?
I know the answer to that.
Well, I know the dispatcher's wrong, and I know the broker's evil, but what? A carrier is required by law to maintain a broker's license if they dispatch a load to another carrier?
But Jay, I just gave it to the guy in the transport parking lot that I see every week.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what could go wrong?
Come on, Jay.
All right.
Come on, man.
It is. Okay, Candy says it was 22 million new vehicles. Thank you, Candy. Yes.
Yeah.
And 40. Oh, and Wendy got 42, right? Because she works in remarketing.
She would know.
This is awesome.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. No,
Community.
you gotta have a broker's license if you dispatch a load and you're a carrier. I know. Just because you have the moral right doesn't mean you have the legal right. Next question. As Ty always says, when building a running lane, think short mile, long. Is it trailer, dispatcher, cents per mile, or dollar? You always talk about long dispatchers.
Long something. I can't remember what it is,
I thought
though.
it was long cents
I thought it
per
was
mile.
long.
Oh, you gotta have a long trailer.
Trailer.
Of course.
Trailer.
Short
Get
mile,
the longest
long
trailer you can put more cars on.
Right. Sakim,
Hello?
hey, what's up?
I've got
Sakim
a-
Logistics in the house.
90-foot trailer.
Dude, short mile long trailer all day.
Yeah. All day.
I just drew the best Ligar in my whole life.
Ooh, the Ligar.
The Ligar, dude.
Forgot all about the Ligar.
Oh, short mile long Ligar. Yeah.
That next year.
I'm only the best dancer in my school. Short mile long dollar.
Yeah,
And if
there
you
we
want to
go.
ask him questions about it, call or text Ty 417-483-2764. All right, question. A third party that sends vehicles to the auction to be sold for a fee is called a consigner, mystery shopper, white knight, or arbitrator. A third party that sends vehicles to the auction to be sold for a fee. These are only the people that have the most vehicles that need to be transported. You might want to know these white knights,
Oh,
these
yeah.
arbitrators,
Mystery shoppers.
these
Yeah.
mystery shoppers.
Mystery
These
buyers.
folks, we did a big show a few weeks ago, and we're going to have a takeover series next year featuring these folks that have the vehicles that need to get moved and literally can tell the auction what to do. They are called consigners.
Yeah.
Consigner. Holla, holla.
Holla the consigner.
All right. We have one more.
One more. Okay.
What is used to determine whether you have enough space between vehicles? A piece of paper, a piece of wood, a human fist, or a human head? All right, imagine you're on the trailer and you're trying to determine whether you have enough space between the vehicles. Should you use a piece of paper, a piece of wood, a human fist, or just put your head in between the vehicles?
This is after you figured out your 95-inch F-150 can fit in your 102-inch
Right.
square box.
That's right.
Okay?
If you're trapped between the mirror and the trailer, dear Facebook, hey guys!
If you've never done it, this makes no sense to you, but I'm telling you, that makes a lot of sense. When that 95 and 102 and a fist, it all makes sense if you've done it.
It's really a funny question. Oh,
It means something.
We currently have 0 answers. Limited time. Supply chain is short. We're literally going to have to shut down the warehouse. Have you seen these ads lately? For like
yeah.
total junk at $19.99?
Yeah. But there's more.
Let's see. Wendy says wood. Candy says fist. Chris says human head. I made that up.
Chris Chamberlain.
Chris is like, I've never used my head between cars, but I have got stuck between the mirror and the trailer.
I really like Chris.
I know, Chris is great.
Chris is up there in the Northeast getting ready to crank out some serious car hauling business.
Dude, man, I can't wait to have him as a guest on one of our shows one day. How cool is that?
He's going to be here. No, he's going to come, man. We're going to have Chris. We may end up at his place someday. You never know.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Crashing on Chris's couch live.
There you go.
I think that is
travels.
It's a human fist.
There we go.
I think, that is the end of the questions. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. So I'm going to cut your audio. I'm going to do this. Yeah, he's going to take a quick break as well. All right, so stick around because right after this, we're going to be back with Industry News Part 2. You're not going to want to miss it. Here we go. Stick around. Ship Your Car Now presents Integrated Automotive Transportation Solutions. When your car buying customers are on your dealership website shopping for vehicles, they can easily find an instant shipping quote. By entering simple information, first name, last name, email, and phone number, delivery zip, delivery state, and clicking the button, Get Your Shipping Quote. Choose from express shipping, enclosed transport, and proceed to checkout. Review the order summary. Enter the delivery street address and city and click Next. Simply enter your credit card information just like any other online shopping cart. And when you are ready, click Review Your Shipping Order. Check your shipping order one more time and choose Proceed to Checkout. Your delivery is all set. If you want to ship your car now, go to Ship Your Car Now.
Why is auto shipping such a challenge? If shipping cars is part of your job, you've wasted time assigning and tracking shipments, waited around while deadlines are missed, and struggled getting anyone to answer your questions. And if you're a carrier moving cars, you've wasted time with bad contact info and shipments that aren't available, waited around for help locating vehicles and receiving payments, and struggled getting anyone to answer your questions. At PAL, we integrate systems for seamless API automations, provide daily email updates, custom portals and reporting, provide ACH quick pays, and we never hide from any questions. Join the auto logistics revolution because it's time to do things better. Preowned Auto Logistics, vehicle transportation made safe, reliable, and easy.
Preowned Auto Logistics provides car shippers with experienced professional drivers, a fully insured modern fleet, and friendly, knowledgeable customer service. Visit preownedautologistics.com. Links in the live chat. Thanks very much for staying with us here on the last Tuesday night of the year, and we're doing kind of a catch-all show. We're live with Ty, and we're about to go into, here we go, let's go into Industry News Part 2, which is really more ATI stuff because it is the end of the year, and we're talking more about what happened this year. So here's what we're going to do. For Part 2 of Industry News, I literally pulled out thumbnails from what I think were some of the best shows this year. And I also, let me pull up my spreadsheet here on my other screen to try and give you a reminder of what we're doing here. This was the show with where Joe Burkari took over, had a map, and was just going nuts on rail and capacity. And this was an amazing show. This was a really big show in auto transport because it really threw down serious knowledge about the finished vehicle logistics spot market. So thank you, Joe Burkari. That was January 18th.
So just real quick, is there a way to determine how you decided that the shows you're showing us were like your favorite or the best? Or is it favorite or best, or is it based on views, likes?
So, it's completely wishy-washy, and that I didn't have like a set of determined. I didn't like have a set of criteria, but I was going
it's okay.
through.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, well, I was going through the beginning of the year, and because some shows, it's not that they're not good, but okay, here's the criteria. I was trying to think of shows that had a serious impact on either us or our constituency or took ATI to a next level.
Yeah,
and I thought Joe's knowledge on this show helped bring ATI to, because there might be that guy pheasant hunting that's thinking, what's the point, guys? And this show, I thought, proved this is why you should be watching, because we're having real auto transport information from somebody who does it every day.
Yeah. And he's been doing it a long time.
Oh my gosh, Joe Beccari.
We need to bring Joe back sometime.
Joe Beccari. Well, if we're lucky, Joe's going to be on our panel in Vegas.
Oh, right.
And that should be pretty awesome. I know that's months away, but we'll have a lead-up show to that panel. So if you haven't seen Finished Vehicle Logistics Spot Market, that was January 2022. Go ahead and check that out. Top 12 Auto Transport Load Boards was literally the next Tuesday night, and me and Sue, and it just, again, I think this is important because everybody wants to know what are the load. Once you find out there's more than one load board, then you say, why does it matter? Where do I go, and what do I do, and what do I need to know? So ATI is the place. There have been, I'll just go ahead and say, there have been a couple other folks that have followed my lead and made some of these top load board videos. And that's fine and all. That's great, and thank you for the compliment. But ATI has stayed on it and tried to give you updates over time. And so in 2022, I'm looking for to do something in 2023 as another update. But it's hard to find where's that moment where you can actually take a picture and find that snapshot. It's hard. It's hard to figure out. So we'll keep moving. But that was a good show. Now, NADA 2022, Economics 101. Here's the thing. I know that, now this show, I believe, was in February. It was. And I know this show's not for everybody. But what happened was Jonathan, Alex, and John are part of benchmarks in all automotive media. And for ATI to be playing in that playground is a huge deal.
That was big.
So, big thanks to Jonathan Smoke, Alex Yurchenko, and John Cole. And in fact, ATI is the first place to put these three together.
Wow.
They've never been on stage together at any show. If they have, well, we got there first. Isn't that wild?
That is, I didn't know that, but that is interesting. Yeah.
Nobody.
You do see, usually, like, you'll see there's another guy that we're missing up here, Tom.
Well, Tom Contos. Yeah.
But usually you'll see 1 to 2 of them together.
But you never, these three. I'm the first one to put all three together. All right.
Good job.
Well, and it was, and they're awesome to talk to. It's not just that. These guys are awesome to talk to. They're really, it's great. It's really good stuff. Then I went on to, here's why I want to point this out. This innovation and acceleration show, we had Jason Hawk from Black Widow.
Yeah.
We had Danny from VinQ.
Yeah.
And Jason Rice from Lot Pop.
Whoa.
Now, those are folks that we talk about Danny and Jason all the freaking time. And so what was neat about, and Jason Hawk helped us congeal more of a relationship there. So thank you, Jason Hawk. And thank you, Danny and Jason. Yeah. And so it was kind of a big deal because since then it seems like it seems like, well, yeah, we already knew that. Well, these are some of the shows that helped us climb that next rung on this rock wall of knowledge. Okay. All right. So Car Conference Energy. Now you're going to see a pattern. The Energy Show series seems to have accomplished much more than originally anticipated. My goal with the Energy Series was just to build up momentum to the trade show. But they seem to have done much more than that. This we had Martin, Charlie Vogelheim, Jeff Bescher, Tony Long, Penny Wanna, Joe Miller.
Whoa.
This was a huge show.
I remember that.
Ahead of the show.
Yeah. Big.
Yeah, so that was Car Conference Energy. That was a big deal. Then Auto Intel Summit Energy. Who was on this show? We had Auto Intel Summit Energy. Wait a minute, where did that go? So, okay. Sometimes my titles are Joe Overby, Justin McCarthy, Ken of Location Services, Trent Broberg, Rich Levine. We had some awesome stuff happen around.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? So we had, not only was Car Conference awesome, but then we had Auto Intel Summit was awesome. And I didn't put the live show, I just did the energy show. Go ahead. You were going to say something.
Well, no, that I forgot that Joe Overby was on that one because he was on just a couple of weeks ago, and we thought, man, that was crazy, but I forgot about this one. So, Joe, good job, Joe Overby.
Exactly.
Great conference.
Yeah,
too.
no, exactly, and that's right, and that's what makes it important. Joe Overby, Trent Broberg. You're going to hear these names again later, right? And it start to help establish a pattern. Now, Auto Haulers Association of America. I think this show kind of gets forgotten about a little bit because we're not super close to that association all the time. But this was a great show because you were there, you went live, and you remember you were talking to, who were some of those guys you were talking to?
No, but on that one, I got to actually speak on stage at that conference.
Which was amazing too. Yeah,
that was cool. There was a room full of guys.
Cool.
I met Keith Gayhart with Toyota there. You know,
That's
Keith
right.
Gayhart?
Yeah, of course. I think
Talked to him.
He's great.
I ran into Ben at Sun Country, and there was another Trey, I think his name is, with Lore. Then the Proficient guys were there. The Hanson Atkin guys were there. Everybody was there.
That's why. And this is actually, so I'm going to say this because you heard me make a comment earlier, and I'm gonna say this is that I don't really understand why we're not closer with this association, but you know what? Timing is everything, and we understand that too. We'll be here when you're ready. Let's go to the next one.
Okay.
All right. Auto Transport 22. Now, I point this out because you know how much work I put into these shows. And I'm used to, for most of my life, I've made some types of content that I think were ahead of their time. And I think this content is ahead of its time. So I don't know what year somebody will say, wow, what are you doing? But it hasn't happened yet. So I point this out, it
was a good show. I remember that one.
Yeah. And what happens is the companies I put in this list, we see making headlines like that Glovis buying that auction. Man, we didn't know that was going to happen. But Glovis was on the 22, I can assure you. So it's very interesting to see how these shake out. All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
This one, remember this car hauling YouTube review where we were talking, we finally we dragged it out into the sunlight.
Oh boy.
If you have watched a YouTube video and you believe you're going to make a lot of money, like gold bar money, hauling cars, and you think then after you watch the video, you just get on Facebook and go, hey guys, I got the truck. We finally put a show together where we talked about, maybe, just maybe, hit the brakes.
Pump the brakes. 20 minutes for free is really cheap to save $100,000.
Did you know that on this show, wow, I have the links right here, we went through sections of 10 videos.
I remember a few of the guests too on that show.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Man. Ron, Candy, Joe, Lionel, Brian Hicks from DD214.
Yeah, I remember him. That's the one I was thinking of.
This show is awesome.
Candy Seaport Services was on this one.
Yes, she was.
That's what you said? Okay,
yes.
I remember. Say the list one more time. Candy.
We had Candy, Ron, Joe, Burkari,
Joe. Okay, Joe. Oh, yeah. All right, yeah.
Lionel Yates.
Yep.
Brian Hicks.
Mm-hmm.
And, Sue couldn't make it. Yeah, Sue wasn't
There you go.
Yeah.
I remember, okay.
That was, oh, man.
That was when Toe Piglet went down in flames, right?
Exactly. That's right. That's when it was safe. It was finally safe to say,
maybe you should hold
What are you doing?
Where'd you get that idea?
Where'd you get that idea? You know, people still talk about Toe Piglet. But I gotta say this. I promise you, I don't want to be Toe Piglet either. So thank you, Toe Piglet, for filling the Toe Piglet spot. All right. Recon efficiency, and you I haven't listed every advertiser on this show, but what was great about this show is that this really was a great show with an advertiser that was really trying to what's needed. We've had them on a few times, and every time they've been on, you know, they've helped us raise the bar of what it looks like to have a company branded show with a company. And so that's why I mentioned this show. This was because they'll pop up again. NIADA Convention and Expo. The thing about the NIADA show, and I think we're out of order here at this point too, because I think we skipped a couple. It's okay. Sometimes that happens. Is that NIADA? Let's see. Where is? Yeah, this is later in the year. NIADA has come to be. When I say Ben Goodman, what comes to your mind? Yeah,
NIADA. Buy here, pay here.
And it's unlocked a whole side of the industry for us.
Oh, man.
I mean, you've always talked about dealers and independent dealers, but this connection has helped unlock it for me.
Oh, huge. And it'll do the same for you and your car hauling business. This isn't a joke. What we're doing here, it might be boring, and you guys are like,
I know,
come on,
right?
please.
Oh, these guys.
This right here is real.
I know.
You find that and what's cool, it doesn't matter where you live, whatever state you live in, there's an NIADA in that state. So I live in Missouri. There's a MOIDA, Missouri Independent Auto
Every
Dealers.
state has an IADA.
Yeah. So you're a small car hauler guy, and you call Ty and you talk for 20 minutes, and Ty says, go talk to car dealers, and you can't figure out that you just get in your car and drive down the street and pull into the car lot. If you want, you can get a hold of these guys, and they'll tell you all the car dealers that are part of their organization, and you can go talk to them.
Well, and here's this might happen next year. What's going to happen is everyone's going to figure out, oh wait, I am ready to talk about business development, and I'm going to talk to you guys.
Yeah.
That's and that's cool. I mean, and because we have a lot of people to connect you to. We're not just going to jibber jaw about your ramps and your chrome.
And I don't want to try to get out of the deal here, but one of the things I told you this a couple weeks ago, I said I've had to change kind of my narrative and my coaching consulting
and we've all
program.
pivoted. Yeah.
Yeah. So dealers, auctions, now we're talking technology and we're talking brokers. I mean, it's where we're at.
Oh, I know. It's amazing how many brokers have joined our conversation. Okay, now we're going back a little bit. This is good. Start Hotshot Car Hauling Business Cycle. This came after the Gold Bar. This was like the second jolt of adrenaline. This was the adrenaline shot because this is the one with the 10 videos. So we did the Gold Bar. Okay, the Gold Bar show was Ron, Candy, Lionel, Joe. Then we came back with the 10 videos. This was the second hit. If you didn't get enough on the Gold Bar show, this is the one with the videos and the bad news. Yeah, this is the bad news. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, you need to know what you're getting into.
I mean, you'd think.
It would be a good idea.
Why get car certified? Okay, why get car certified? Scott Kolb, Lisa Hanmer, Becky Anderson,
Dave
Sutton.
Oh, wow.
Mike Antich was on this show.
I remember.
Because he's
I
car
really liked
certified.
that. That's the first time I met that guy. Yeah.
So, the thing is, we talk about the IARA and everybody falls asleep and there's a food fight that breaks out somewhere. But the thing is, there are 20 modules to the car certification program. And if you were to take all 20 modules, I assured you, you will know more about auto remarketing and consigners. Who has all the vehicles that need to go to auction and can tell the auction what to do? Consigners.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So
one of my favorite conferences, by the way.
Yeah, this is good stuff. And hey, there we go. We should talk to Wendy about IARA.
I'll talk to her about it, but I'm not sure she's in on that.
But
Maybe.
I'm meaning auto remarketing. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Carrier business software. If you recall this show, Carrier business software. Exactly. You don't.
I probably wasn't on that one.
Now you were. Check this out. Candy, David from Loadwise, Michael Grant from Road Call, Joe Dixon from Car Shipper, Ben from Super Dispatch. We talked about auto transport business software. This was July. This was only 5 months ago.
So far, if I'm keeping track, Candy, I've heard Candy's name pop up.
She's on a lot.
4 or 5 times. Candy.
Is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, Candy. Seaport Services.
Yeah, but your buddy Michael from Road Call, Michael Grant, who you're going to talk to again.
Oh,
he was
I need
on
to
this
call
show.
him, yeah.
And David with Loadwise. So this was a show about tinkering around with auto transport software and how it improves help business and feedback and why, and it is a great show. Great stuff. IARA Roundtable Energy, another energy show, hits it out of the park. We had Martin Romju, Jeff Besher, Andrea Amico from Privacy for Cars, Jeremy Luisos. This is one of those shows, it exceeded our expectations. It actually turned out, we went through a lot of people trying to put this show together because these shows are hard. Yeah. But it turned out awesome, and we were talking about auto IMS and stuff. There's just so much great stuff. Yet another, and my point here is these energy shows, they might sound kind of, they're great. The energy shows are great. Preowned Auto Logistics did a great show. That was August. We had Jeremy Luisos, Mike Marshall, Josh works in dispatch, Kevin, business development, Carrie in sales, Anthony Del Vento, business development, executive sales. We got to meet the whole team. And then on that Friday, it was that Friday that you were live at their office.
Yeah. That was a good show.
That was an awesome week.
I got to crawl around on that guy's trailer live. Remember that?
Exactly. I do remember.
Out in the parking lot.
Yeah. Which, after this, we're going to take a look at Cars on the Move quickly, and then we're going to end. But we had a lot of amazing Cars on the Move this year, too.
We did.
Carriers Unfiltered was a great show where we passed the mic. We had Candy was on that one. We had Fast Eddie from Silverman. We had Tyrone Mixon. Ola was with us. Lloyd and Vance. Yeah. Carriers Unfiltered. That was a cool show. That was a good show.
Ola, by the way, is a dealer.
Right. Ola's a dealer. Right.
That's how we mix it up around here.
Auto Auction Experience. This is when Kelly Bianchi changed the scene at ATI.
Yeah.
Kelly, Scott Kolb, Lisa France, Carrie Rotunda. It was a good show, and it was Kelly's first show on ATI, but it has led to more great things we're going to get to in a second. Digital Dealer Energy, another great energy show. Paul Machine, Jeremy Luisos, Anthony Greenhalgh, Marco Maggiore, Jason Rice. This is the show we caught Jason Rice in the kitchen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he came in late. I remember trying to get the kids ready.
These were all Tuesday night shows this year. Isn't that funny?
That's amazing. Yeah.
It was a heck of a year. When the lot is full, this show was sick. When we had Joel Kennedy, Vaughn Clemens, Brianna Cox, Wayne Ray, Ben Goodman, and we learned about repo and put your hammer down, and they're not looking to store your car. They want that thing off the lot. We learned so much.
That's the one I really did learn a lot on that one. Because I swear that they kept cars on purpose for storage, and they said adamantly, vehemently, no, we don't do that. Matter
Right.
of fact, we don't even get storage.
no,
That's why we want the thing off.
They were like, we're going to get out our transpo repo hammer. And we're going to beat you to death. Yeah, no, that was awesome.
Street fight.
It's a street fight. That was an amazing show. Now, who can stop talking about Titans of Car Shipping? Titans of Car Shipping literally flipped the script on what you can and can't do with media and in this crazy business. We had, all right, Mike Trudeau of Mottway, Casey Harmon of Run Buggy, David Sparrow of Autosled, Marco at McCollister's, John Robertson, Ship Your Car Now, Aria of RCG Logistics, Jeremy of Preowned Auto Logistics. This established ATI as the neutral zone. That show's never happened. No one's ever had that show.
No.
We haven't even been able to duplicate it.
That's going to be rough. Good luck.
I know.
Good luck, anybody. Put that
crazy.
together and try to one-up it.
Let us know. Send us an email once it's in the can. We want to watch
that show
it.
right there literally took years to put together. Literally years.
It actually did.
You really look at what just happened on that show, that I promise you, that took years.
Even 2020, we would have never gotten that group together.
No, that's years of Ty and Jay going to a conference and knowing nobody. And almost, what are we doing here?
How many years does it take to make a successful podcast?
6.
It's at least 5.
But that's what we're saying. And this honestly ties into Carl. I'm sorry. I knew you were going to use this one, but this is the beauty of a car hauling business, right? This is long game. This isn't get rich quick, 10,000 a week. This is business and knowing your customer and knowing what you're doing, what you're getting into. And if you don't know, it's rolling your sleeves up, it's calling people, it's going and asking a lot of questions. At some point, you keep asking enough people the right questions, you're going to get what you are after, whether that's a lane or more cars or whatever it is you're after, but it works. So this show, in my opinion, proves this is long game. ATI is not going anywhere, guys. This is long game.
And that's why I now make the jokes about the pheasant hunting. I mean, come on, man. I'm just doing it now. It's getting funny now. All right, here we go. But I make them light. I make them real easy. It's huge. Okay. Gina. Okay, so connect with what you expect. That was the next Rapid Recon show we did. I just wanted to point out, if you missed it, this is the one with Jennifer Marzalek and Dennis McGinn.
Yeah, we had Dennis.
And Chris D'Amico and Anthony Greenhalgh. That was a great show.
Chris D'Amico, man, that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Go watch the Cars on the Move on Oaks Kia. You'll see Chris. That guy's...
Exactly. We gotta get to we have to touch. It's gonna be hard. Well, it'll be faster when we do the Cars on the Move recap. Used Car Week Evolution. So all those successful energy shows have now led to the Evolution series. We're gonna do more Evolution series. That's after the show. Do you remember this show? Check this out. We had Joe Overby, Will Morris, Michelle Hutchinson, Pamela Patton.
Pamela Patton.
This was...
Wow.
Was this before Thanksgiving? November 22nd. This is the Tuesday night before Thanksgiving. We got those folks to join us live. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't even
Pamela
look at me
Patton.
stutter.
Look at me stuttering.
Yeah, I know. Pamela Patton from ACV. Pamela Patton is integral at ACV.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, awesome stuff. That was a great show. Check.
What's so cool about Pamela is you have no idea how big she is there at ACV.
She is.
She's a heavy hitter there at ACV. A management. My point is, she's so sweet to us, so nice to us all the time.
And I want to say this.
I like that.
I can't remember. I'm going to look her. Jessie at ACV. Is it Jessie? Whoa, I thought it was, or is it Jess? Jessie? Wait a minute. Jess at ACV. She has been there. Gosh. Dang, I can't remember her first name.
Yeah,
and she was giving me this. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She gave me this history of ACV, and
Yeah, I remember.
Jessie. Dang it.
No, I can't
To look
remember.
her up.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what the thing about shows and the networking. It's hard to remember everything you learned.
Hey, by chance, just real quick, if
yeah.
by chance I go away, it's because my phone died. But keep going. I'm fine.
All right, I'm gonna keep going.
I just
All right,
got
well, we talked about but we'll move fast. We talked about Kelly Bianchi courting the consigner. I'm really looking forward to
show.
That was an amazing show, and we're gonna have Kelly and Jamie back for more takeover series. I'm not sure what's on the menu. We had Sheila Tedesco consigner, Scott Musow consigner, Scott France consigner, Jerry Barker, the king of Greensboro.
What's so crazy about this show?
Joe Miller was on it. Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Well, what's really nuts about it
good show.
Is Jay and I were just talking less than 2 months before this show about we got to get consigners on here. Bang. There they are.
Dude.
Those people, the consigner group, they don't just talk to anybody. I promise you. I mean, that's Kelly Bianchi and Jamie Carpenter that put that together. And good job, girls. That was amazing. Good job.
Okay, found Jesse Ball. It is Jesse. I was right.
Okay.
Jesse Ball at ACV was kind enough to give me, she kind of gave me like an overall history of ACV and people's, how long people have been there, and it was incredible. Shout out to Jesse Ball. She works closely with Pamela Patton and the group. Yeah, awesome stuff. All right. Courting the consigner, and then, McCollister's Delivers. That was a great show. That was just, a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
We can learn more about AutoVista Portal.
That was really cool because they connected carrier technology and their technology company. That was a really cool show.
It's like carrier broker tech.
Yeah, and he went out of his way too to show that he can get along with others.
Yeah, really neat. Which is
Marco.
We encourage that, and we're seeing that in the live chat. People are getting along.
That's what we like.
We like that. Yeah. And then last week, of course, that was an amazing show. Seaport Services, Compliance Storage Delivery. I had no idea how great that show would be. And the reason is because you guys had such a great week bonding, working together, learning, laughing, crying.
A lot of tears down there at the port.
Hugging.
A lot of tears.
Mud.
Support system.
Mud, sweat, and tears.
That's what ATI does right there. If you guys really we'll put the stamp of approval on. Send me down for a week and let me roll around in the grass and in the office and throw some paper clips and whatever you got to do. But I'm telling you, I will put my stamp of approval on Seaport Services all day long. I was there. It's real.
It really happened.
And it did.
And also one show that's not in the list of Tuesday. The War of the Auctions is monumental in ATI lore.
Yeah.
And we're curious when we're going to learn more. But if you haven't seen War of the Auctions, it's the ACV Auctions lawsuit versus NAAA et al. This is an eye-opener.
Yeah.
And it's not about the drama. It's about the information. Because the books are getting opened. And when the books get opened, it's fascinating what you didn't know. And you get some confirmation bias. Right? Which in confirmation bias can feel pretty darn good sometimes.
Makes you feel really good. That's a great show, everybody. You should watch that. That'll tell you a lot.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do... here's what I want to do.
What are you doing?
Before we go into our final wrap-up. What you doing, Willis? Is what you do is you go to youtube.com and type in ATI Auto Business, right? And you can click on Tuesday Nights Live, and you can make your own top 10. There we go. Make your own top 10 ATI Tuesday Nights Live shows. You can find them all right there. Again, what you do is when you go to the homepage, click on Tuesday Nights Live.
Show everybody while we're here. This is really cool. I didn't know this existed, but see at the top where it says home? if you go to playlist, click playlist. This is really cool, guys. Uh-oh. Where'd you go?
Home.
Yeah. Home. Right there. No, right here on your homepage on ATI. Down. No, go to your right.
Oh, here, playlist.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is really handy when you're trying to find something, because if you guys don't know this, we go live sometimes 4 times a week. So Tuesday Night Live, that's the big show. Wednesday, DOT live carrier advice, right? Thursday, dispatching live, one of my favorites for sure. And Friday, cars on the move. So you should, on your phone, on my phone anyway, like you hit playlists, and that's where I go to find what I'm looking for. So
Tuesday
anyway,
Nights Live, live carrier advice, dispatching live, cars on the move. There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Well, I don't click on this part, but I have it over here in my. But yeah, thank you. That's awesome. Well, and then
is cool.
I created some of my own playlists for some of the content, like on Kelly's app, or like if we're at a live show. Like if we're at a live show, I like to run a playlist running on the monitor in case we're not live.
So you mean
something.
In your own YouTube account, you can make your own playlist?
Yeah, anybody can make their own playlist of anything, which is wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is wild. Okay, cool.
It is. It's neat. Well, and here's what I want to show is that, okay, so now that you know you can make your own playlist, Tuesday Nights Live is this whole row and just keeps going. Then there's our live trade show coverage, where I just want to mention, Used Car Week, NIADA Digital Dealer, IARA, NIADA Digital Dealer.
Those two, by the way, that's, if you ever like, man, I really wonder what goes on at the conference, just watch one of those. It'll really show you.
These are cool. These are the actual live show coverage shows. The daytime live stuff that we do at trade shows is this. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. And again, what I'm really proud of, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. If you click on any of these, you can look in the description, and I gave all the time codes. You can jump straight to an interview or whatever.
Yeah.
So you don't have to watch.
Really cool.
Yeah, you don't have to, watch and you don't know. Anyways, here's what I want to point out. Ty, great job this year. I found the beginning of the year. I know I'm scrolling fast. But we started around here. Let's look at some of the great cars on the move this year. We did, here's Will Morris. Of course, Melting Block of Ice. Remember Party at the Port in Jacksonville? That was like January.
January, February, yeah.
Keenan Allen was with us.
Talking about that. We had Hendrick down there. That was a really good show.
That was a good show. We met there was that guy, there was the guy with the food cart. Here's Carrie at Corey Auto Exchange. I think that's like February. Yeah. We brought Michelle in for another toolkit. This was huge. Car selling at Desita Carvana on Melting Block of Ice.
I was there at
the great show.
In the transport parking lot. Got kicked out after the show. Yeah. How many of these did I get kicked out of the transport parking lot?
I don't know. That should be a trivia question. Will Morris came back on top 5 import mistakes. Remember this? You were talking to that guy, that import-export guy? Look at this.
No.
Yeah. This is cool. Again, you click on the video.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
This guy.
Oh, Paul. Yeah. Paul. I love Paul.
And you can, there he is. There's Paul. And again, you can go in look at this, in the video description, top 5 import mistakes. We lived up to, we didn't just say it. It's not just clickbait. We have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 mistakes at the port. You can click on the time code, jump right to it.
Which, by the way, so we met Paul through Candy. Okay, so we're down in Florida. We're doing Party at the Port, learning import-export and how fun that is. And this is where we meet Paul, through Hendrick. So who's Hendrick, you guys? Hendrick is the guy from Germany that watched ATI, sent me an email, said, I want to come to America and I want you to show me American car hauling. I said, sure, whatever. I don't know the guy. Never talked to him on the phone. He shows up. We hop in a car, truck, and we drive down to Florida. We spend the entire he's talking, how do I get my trailers? Turns out the guy manufactures brand new car hauler trailers.
Yeah,
Cart, K-A-R-T.
Cart, yeah.
And he's trying to figure out how to get his car hauler trailers here. He finds Jay and I, ATI, flies to America, gets in the car with somebody he doesn't know. By the way, I'm in the car
I met
with
him at
somebody I don't know.
Starbucks. You introduced
You
me
met
to him.
the guy?
Yeah.
We end up going down to Florida. Yeah, cart. There it is. Crazy, crazy equipment too, by the way. I mean, compared to ours, whoa, way different, but in a nice, good way. So this Paul, back to Paul and Party at the Port, we met Paul through Candy, Seaport Services, Jacksonville, Florida. No joke. That's great. I forgot about that. Thanks, Jay.
He had a ton of knowledge. I mean, that was a great show.
Man.
This is an awesome. If you're importing or exporting a car, and it has 133 views, that is so funny, dude.
Well, the best part is right where I'm at right there. I'm on my way back from Vegas in a car.
Oh, my God.
Pull over at a truck stop and
right.
just go live right there.
You were live.
I think there's a windmill in the back. See the windmills in the back?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God, dude.
That was funny.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a great show. And there are so many more. I mean, we did
do that. Just show the Oaks Kia. That's my honestly.
Real quick. Melting Block of Ice, Jason Rice, more Carvana stuff, Genchi Genbutsu.
There we go.
Time to Line. Let's see. More. Okay, more. What happened is we started to bring in more people later in that we got Preowned came back. Michelle Ship Your Car Now was back. Party with Pal.
Yeah, that was a cool one. That was when I went to the.
Yes, Party with
Oaks
Pal
Kia.
is great because it's an awesome example of what we do when we go live at somebody's office. That
Look
was
at the
a
long
great
hair.
show.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Man, okay.
Oh man, I know. Me and I go through these. I'm like, oh man, my look changed like every month. Okay, this is the Rapid Recon at Oaks Kia. Now, I'm gonna share the link here in the live chat because this one, this kind of raised the bar for cars on the move.
It did.
It's such a great show, and we learned so much, and we saw so much. I mean, everything.
Chris D'Amico, look, there he is.
I know. There's Chris D'Amico. This is in the service department.
That guy is amazing. Yeah. Where that's the parts we slid
parts department.
Parts.
Yeah. You were all over that place.
Oh my! We walked the whole city block.
Well, it was a 45-minute show.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, hey,
this guy's so smart.
Thank you so much, Ship Africa, making martinis in the live chat. Thanks for doing that. Really do appreciate that.
Ship Africa. That name sounds familiar. I think
Ship Africa was with us on Seaport Services Compliance Storage and Delivery last week.
I was being funny.
Gotcha. Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
let me tell you.
Well, loopity do.
Ty.
Oh man. Okay, Jason Rice. I don't know how many shows Jason Rice did last year.
We got 2 at his office for sure. I know that. That was a good one too.
3 or 4. Catch the Falling Knife.
Oh.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Man, Michelle H. back again. Ben and Bill. Ooh yeah. Ben and Bill of NIADA. Look for more Ben and Bill coming soon to a January near you.
Yeah.
Oh, can a carrier be the broker? That was an awesome show.
Yeah.
If you're a carrier, but it's a trick question. Every carrier should, what's a better way to say that?
No, the answer is no.
Okay.
There.
Oh, here. I wanted to use this.
I can't see it. What did it say?
Oh, you can't see it?
Your screen's too small.
Change my mind.
Oh, wow. You got the Change My Mind cup?
Kimberly got it for me for Christmas.
I didn't even know you were that kind of guy. Wow.
Well,
I like that guy.
Yeah, I like it too. Well, it says so much with saying so little.
It's Crowder, right?
I don't know. I don't even know.
I think it's
the guy sitting at the desk.
Yeah, I think his name's Crowder.
I'm just gonna say, I'm so jealous that I didn't come up with that idea.
Yeah.
It's so me. That's why I love I'll take the mug. Fine. I'll settle for the mug.
Yeah. Good job, Jay. You're doing better.
I know. I'm trying. EV changes everything with Scott Case and John Combs. That was awesome. I mean, it
That
doesn't
was,
matter what you think.
Where did that come
That
out
was a
from?
great
Yeah.
show. And I think
was
that's a
crazy.
real precursor to what 2023 looks like
Man.
for ATI next year. In fact, we're going to wrap the year with Orbi Dealership Marketing Solutions this coming Friday with Atul and Chris. That's happening on ATI. Orbi. Oh, you know what? I forgot to switch screens.
Whoops.
Here, we'll do a quick recap. EV changes everything. Awesome show. Orbi Dealership Marketing Solutions with Atul and Chris.
Take two.
Take two. Oh, no. Here we go.
You forgot your take two, dude. There you go.
ATI Auto Business with Jay live. Take two.
Okay.
Buy here. I will do it. I mean, in the movies, when they do movies, like those actors, as goofy as you think the whole thing is, to try to do, okay, that was Harrison, that was great. You got blood, you're running, we need you to do it again. Really?
Sure, no problem.
I've already done it like 20 times. Yeah, well, we just need, we need that foot to go right in that mud. The light was messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right, but I might lose an arm. And action.
You got it. Go.
Exactly. So
that's why we like live.
Yeah, that's why we like. Exactly. Thank you very much. That is exactly why we like live. We are a Take One family.
Good.
See,
well, my takeaway for the 2022 change my mind is
change my mind. Yeah.
It's fun. I'm sitting here thinking, wow, I didn't know you were going to do all that. That was actually, I enjoyed that because you look back and you're like, boy, we've had some really big progress in 2022. Huge. I mean, we've worked hard and we're working hard still, but that 2022 was really good. Good job, Jay.
Thanks, man. It was. I think once I came up with the idea, I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. And then I started pursuing it, and I think I found what you found. Like, whoa, that was way more gratifying than I really even expected. And because it was a big year. We did a lot. So now that we've fulfilled Auto Logistics Review 2022 on ATI, looking ahead, there was that 2020 vision show that I did. Little did I know, COVID was going to swallow our lives. So
sure
I'm
did.
not going to do another vision show.
Twitter COVID
Vision
pop.
has been energy, good. Evolution, good. Vision. So I don't know what 2023 will bring, but I know that regardless of what it brings, ATI is here to bring it.
Yeah.
To you,
I agree with that.
to the ecosystem, to our family, to our community, and we're excited for anyone that can hop on the train while it's happening, or maybe even if you just watch the train after it happened. However you want to participate is optional.
And if you, too, this 2022, to me, for Ty, showed that we can actually come to you and promote you in a really incredible way. Like what we did with Seaport Services, like PAL, Preowned Auto Logistics. I think there was one other one we did, but I mean, that works for everybody in a really cool way. So we can probably do some more of that in 2023, don't you think?
Well, that is part of the message, is that by kind of looking back, the look backs and the panels and the energies, is we want everybody to know that when you're ready. And I feel, Kevin Parada, he got it. We've been talking to Kevin a long time. You saw him at the trade show. He did 2 shows in the past 30 days, which I'm sure surprised him.
Oh, it
so
did.
This is for everybody. And it doesn't matter what you think your participation will be like. If you spend some time with us, we promise there's something to talk about. And it's not just, making content, but there's a business proposition here as well. We want to help you grow your business.
That's true. Yeah, and it really doesn't necessarily matter what part of the ecosystem your business is in. I mean, even dealers. I talk to dealers all the time. I talk to auctions all the time. You talk to people that I don't talk to all the time. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah. Well, no. we do. We separate and conquer, and we talk to different folks. But I know, and I saw it at Used Car Week this year. Is that I think you were there for a couple conversations where it was like, okay, so but why should we spend time with you guys? We're like, because we're talking to the whole ecosystem.
Yeah.
We're not in one vertical. You're not in one vertical.
No.
Name a vertical that's still in their vertical.
Right. Well, too, you know, I mean, look at the people in the live chat, look at the audience, look at the subscribers. They're talking to people that you and I don't talk to.
Yeah.
And they're friends. I mean, when you meet a guy like Ron, New York Traffic Inc., and you meet a lady like Candy, and you see their connections. I mean, Ron brings a guy, Angel. Candy introduces to Paul. I mean, it just keeps, these people talk to each other on a regular basis. I don't know the answer, but I bet we can find somebody that does.
Well, and when I see a group of people talking, I'm thinking, that's a show.
Ooh, right there. Come
Roll
here,
count.
in the hallway. Ty, go live now.
That's right. It is time to go live in the hallway of the trade show. So,
it's good.
In the hallway of the chat.
Well, 2022 is good. I really feel like we've done a lot of hard work. There wasn't anything easy about 2022 or 2021 for us. No. But I look back today and I say, man, we really did a good job with what we had and what we were up against.
Amen. So
one day we'll write a book and it'll be a bestseller, I promise you.
Amen.
Jay,
yeah, man.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Thank you very much. Have a good night, buddy.
You.
All right, thanks. Appreciate you. All right, see you, dude. All right, yep. This show is getting long. It is time to go. I want to thank everybody in the live chat. We're just going to land this plane quickly because that's the way to do it. This is Auto Transport, man. I want to thank Rapid Recon. I want to thank McCollister's Transportation Group, Ship Your Car Now, Preowned Auto Logistics, Superflow Systems. I want to thank everybody in the live chat for tuning in, saying hello. And especially I want to thank Mark Rodicke of Superflow Systems and Ship Africa for making martinis in the live chat. Thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. Everything we get goes back into the channel. There's a lot to do. We incur quite a few expenses just going to all the trade shows, doing all the content, and trying to put everything together. And so anything you can do to help, we sure do appreciate it. Thank you for participating. Let us know how we can help you. Please do text or call Ty. He's serious. He wants to hear from you and help you and have a conversation. And I guess he'll take your call even if it's Christmas Eve. If he'll do that, man, the guy's available. 417-483-2764. You can also email me. I'm Jay. You can send in the news, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Yes. Let's see. Delta is in Bound Brook. Oh, okay, cool. ATI dented the industry. Oh, man. Thank you so much. That's pretty neat. That's a really nice thing to say. That is a Steve Jobs reference, in case anybody doesn't know. When somebody, I think, well, according to the movie, but I don't know when he said it, but somebody said, so Steve, what are we going to do now? And he said, we're going to put a dent in the universe. And I don't invoke Steve Jobs very often because I think that's dangerous business. But I will say I appreciate that, Mark, because I do think that we have put a little bit of a dent. I don't know if it's a dent. Let's figure out what it is. I don't know what we've done. We've done something. So stick around to find out what's next. It's ATI Auto Business. My name is Jay. I'm your host. Let me know how we can help. We'll be back Thursday with Dispatching Live, the final Dispatching Live of the year. And then Friday, our final Cars in the Move of the year. We're going to have Orbi, digital marketing solutions for dealers on ATI. No vertical is safe. We're going everywhere. We're taking this car hauler around the world. We're going global. Stick around. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night. Stay warm, and we'll see you soon. Peace out.